Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. Yeah. It's Tory Low, the truth. From 1 to 4. We about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice. We want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Low from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Low Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio, downtown at the Avenue, and I'm here for the action.
And none but that action.
Hey, and I want all the smoke.
Who wants the smoke today?
Salute to my brothers and sisters on the front lines. The marathon continues.
The movement continues.
How you doing, DJ Brother Z?
Amazing, as Benjamin would say.
Hey, and I'd like to thank Truth Nation for tapping in. Hometown Music Thursdays, we got guests, hosted by your boy Benjamin.
It's amazing.
And we got guests in the building. Wave Chappelle.
Yes, sir.
Milwaukee native.
Yes, sir.
Industry certified.
All that.
Freestyle connoisseur.
Woo, I like that one.
Hey.
Yes.
How you doing, Wade?
We here, man. I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. I'm feeling blessed. You know what I'm saying? It's actually beautiful in the city right now. It's warming up. You know what I'm saying? So I'm feeling good, man. And we back.
Also, I forgot to announce Bucks ambassador.
Yes. Oh, yeah. That's another one. Let's add that on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, you in the culture. You a part of the culture.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
A lot of people, when you talk about Wave Chappelle, you know, we talk about Wave, and you're one of the young rappers that was signed.
Yeah. Yeah. Full national deal, you know what I'm saying? CMG Epic Records.
Right.
Since then, you know, I've been independent. I've had distribution through Empire. And, you know, I've been just building this thing up, you know, really building this thing up. And I really feel like this time around, I'm in a space where, like, I can just look back and be proud of, like, what I did, and then also be proud of what I'm doing now. You know what I'm saying?
Because we're growing with you.
Right, exactly. The whole journey, right?
And now that you're one of the Bucks ambassadors, I mean, you get to go and do the performances.
Yeah, man.
At Pfizer.
Yeah. It's amazing, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, being a kid, you know, born and raised on the north side of Milwaukee, to, you know, performing on the Bucks Stadium.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? On the floor, like on that Bucks logo. You know what I'm saying? And looking around and seeing all these other people that's from the city, you know what I'm saying? Or from Wisconsin in general. Like, it's a very surreal moment. And not only doing it once, but doing it twice. You know what I'm saying? And then also being just a part of the team, like an official part of the team, you know what I'm saying, as an ambassador. So it's a dream come true, man. And I feel like a brand new artist. I feel like I'm on my, like, third, you know, like my third career. You know what I'm saying?
That third wave.
Yeah, exactly. The third wave.
Ooh,
you feel me? I like that one.
Hey, I need to have the wave mixtape, the third wave, the fourth wave.
Yes, sir, man. Yeah,
hey,
waves don't die, man.
Right.
They just keep coming. You know what I'm saying?
And the one thing I'm proud of you,
man,
because the longevity
Mm-hmm.
and being in the mainstream part of this game, and then able to still be young enough to continue as an independent.
Yeah. I was talking to somebody the other day about, like, you know, it's crazy coming, you know, because I was away from Milwaukee for a little bit.
Right.
And, you know, I started like really being in the scene around like 17, you know what I'm saying? 17, 18, and then to come back and, like, you know, there's a whole new regime of rappers, and, you know, I'm still here.
Allow me to reintroduce myself.
Exactly. It feels good to be able to just see the new generations come, and I'm still here as a very, like, active and very, like, important part of the culture still, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
And not even in, like, a standing in these guys' way, but, you know, being great.
Working together.
Right, being great in my own way, but then also making space for the new generation too. So it's dope.
Dropping gems.
Giving advice. making space and being of service. That's been my main thing. Like since I've been back here in Milwaukee, my main thing is to take all the knowledge that I've gained from being in the industry and all the relationships and resources that I've, garnished over time and bring it all back to Milwaukee and just be of service. So whether that's being an ambassador for the Bucks, whether that's rocking these brands, I got on Unfinished Legacy right now, supporting all the local brands, tapping in with all the podcasts, tapping in with the stations, and really, like I said, just being of service, man. That's really my place right now.
I'm extremely excited to hear some of the art that you're about to bring.
Yeah,
that freestyle.
Yes, sir.
I'm telling you, Wave was on the show a couple months back, and you will not be disappointed.
Yeah, man. It's what we do.
It's this guy goes to work with rhymes.
Yeah, I appreciate that, man. Yeah, it's definitely a skill. I feel like it's a rarity nowadays. Everybody nowadays is, which is, I'm not knocking it. I rock with all type of rap music,
right.
But I think the skill part of it is becoming a rarity. Like being able to put the words together, being able to have these different flows and cadences and make it all make sense. I think that's a rarity. So I feel like, I ain't gonna lie, I feel like a samurai for real. Like, the blade, I just continue to sharpen the blade and keep getting better as time goes on, man.
Do you ever feel the pressure to get out here and go with the flow?
Nah,
because from the time you started, you never went with the flow of like the gangster rap scene or anything like that. You've always stayed in the pocket of just dropping gems.
Yeah, absolutely. I never really felt pressure because the whole reason that I got into music and the way I'm able to do music is by being 100% myself.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And I can't force myself in no direction or else I can't do it. You know what I'm saying? So I've never felt pressure to go the other way because, I know that I'm nice at what I do, and I feel like the people, they are very receptive to it. You know what I'm saying? And they have been. So if the jumper ain't broke, don't fix it.
Don't try to fix it.
Don't try to fix it. Keep shooting that jump. Keep shooting that mid range. That's what I do.
Now your father, is a pastor.
Yes, he is a pastor
of Infinity Church.
Of the Infinite Church.
The Infinite Church. Yeah. And I've spoken to your father many times when he came back. And he started his ministry.
Yeah, absolutely.
Definitely involved in the community.
Yeah.
How much influence have your dad had on your life?
I would say, especially like in my teenage years, going into my adult, especially in my adult years, he has had a lot of influence. You know what I'm saying? Just being somebody that is there for advice. He gives me a lot of advice when I need any type of spiritual anything. You know what I'm saying? Whether I have questions, whether he's just to pray with me. Sometimes he just get on the phone and pray with me. You know what I'm saying? Like stuff like that is very important. Things very powerful and things I don't take lightly. You know what I'm saying? So I would say, like I said, especially in my adult years, man, he's been extremely influential, especially with the church. I love all the work that he's doing. Any listeners that's listening, that's looking for a church, definitely go check out the Infinite Church. He's an amazing pastor. You know what I'm saying? So, big up my pops, man.
Hey, look, I asked you when you first came into the studio, do we get a gospel album?
Man, hey, listen,
somewhere down the line.
Yeah, man. That's interesting. I'm not going to rule it out. It's not out of the equation.
A spiritual.
Yeah, but it's definitely going to be like later down the line because I feel like where my focus is right now, I'm just like I'm in such a creative space. And, when you get into like, making spiritual albums, obviously the focus is
like Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, you kind of have to focus in and lock in. So yeah,
but you got the choir right there
for sure. Oh no, the
you got the material.
The resources are there.
Right.
The resources is there. I just got to get in that bag. I ain't never gotten that bag.
And I say that to say that you are so diverse.
Mm-hmm.
You can touch on any subject
for sure
and be yourself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's true to you.
Absolutely.
I've never seen a Wave Chappelle video or song that I didn't like.
Man, I appreciate it, man.
Because you never went along with the trends.
Mm-hmm.
And I've never heard you try to be anything other than when you started out, hard hitting. Bars. I mean, this is Wave.
Yeah.
So I'm proud of that.
Yeah.
With all the influences going on, with all of the things, the world changing, people throwing out money for, gangster, drill type situations.
Yeah.
You say, hey, I'm going to stay in this pocket. And now you're starting to affect the culture in a positive way right here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, absolutely, man. I appreciate that, man. It definitely, it's something that's important to me. You know what I'm saying? To make sure, like, while I'm in this artist thing, and again, I'm not perfect. I don't want to make it seem like I'm perfect, but also just making sure you don't lead these kids in the wrong way, man. Because we are, at the end of the day, people do look up to us. We do have the influence as artists, as rappers. You know what I'm saying? We looked at as very cool and very influential. So, what we do with that influence is, based on us. And I think it's important to, just do it the right way, man. You got to show these kids, like, we don't got to crash out, bro. You don't got to crash out. You can save your money. You could be cool. You could do all these things, you know what I'm saying, and still go in the right direction.
Right.
And, no amount of money can make me change that mindset. You know what I'm saying? And so I can't say that the same thing for a lot of my peers. But, like I said, it's the industry, man. You know what I'm saying? Some people will fold. Some people will hold. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, look. Truth Nation.
Yeah.
We in the building.
Yes, sir.
With Wave Chappelle.
The wavy one.
I can't even express how this young man have grown over the years. What kind of project are we finna get from you right now? Because when you drop a lot of projects and do a lot of rapping, where's this energy coming from? What are we going to hear, because you about to drop a new situation?
Yeah. So the project that's coming out, the project drops May 5th. It's called Can't Stop, Won't Stop. It's a collab project between me and a producer named Mana Beats. That's my dog. Mixed entirely by Dakota G. And, the energy of this project is very motivational. You know what I'm saying? The message, Can't Stop, Won't Stop, has been my mentality, especially in 2020 during the pandemic. I literally almost quit music. And then when I met Mana Beats in Dakota, we over that span, we dropped multiple projects. We dropped over 70 songs, and they was like, bro, you can't stop. You know what I'm saying? And that's literally been the mindset. So I really want to just finally lock in on that specific mindset, that messaging, and make this project Can't Stop, Won't Stop. And I also want to motivate the listeners, the new listeners, the fans, all of that, to whatever they do, whatever you're doing, you know what I'm saying? Don't stop. You know what I'm saying? Because when you don't stop and you're consistent, that's when success.
Great things happen.
Yeah, exactly. That's when success happens. So, and it's a high energy project. It's fun. You can work out to it, drive to it. You know what I'm saying? It's really fun music. And I have a single dropping tomorrow called Float. You know what I'm saying? I think y'all got the exclusive.
Do we get the exclusive?
Y'all do got the exclusive.
Benjamin, we got the exclusive?
We got the exclusive, Tory Lowe.
Hey,
yes, sir.
That's what I'm talking about. Look, when we come back, I want you to bless Truth Nation with that freestyling of yours.
Just get it.
This is my favorite part dealing with Wave. It's freestyle. A lot of cats come up here and they freestyle, and then it's just you may want to come back and tweak it a little bit. You know what I mean? But every time you come and freestyle, you on point. This is what you do.
Yeah, man. This is what, like I said, man. It's like hooping, man. You know what I'm saying? When you a hooper, like, that's what you do. You can't, you go on the court. You can't be like, man, I don't hoop. Oh, I don't really shoot like that. Like, nah, like, if this what we do, like, let's get it, And this is the essence of what started me in music too. I used to freestyle battle and all this stuff. So, I ain't really arrogant with it, but it's like,
you confident.
This is my superpower. This is my superpower.
Sometimes people mistake that confidence for cockiness when in fact that's your own insecurity.
Yeah.
Because people that really do it, we got to be humble.
Right. Yeah, no, I'm a pop it for sure.
Right.
I'm gonna talk that talk. It's the superpower, bro. Everybody don't got it.
Hey, look, when we come back, we gonna hear some freestyles from Wave Chappelle.
Let's get it.
Hometown Music Thursdays hosted by your boy Benjamin. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, be sure to tap into the Tory Lowe Show this Thursday at 2 p.m. as I will be joined by psychologist Dr. Umar Johnson. We will discuss the state of black education in America and Wisconsin while examining ideas on how we can transform education for black children. So again, be sure to tap into the Tory Lowe Show this Thursday at 2 p.m. for my interview with Dr. Umar Johnson on the award-winning 1017 The Truth.
Life's better with an auto policy from American Family Insurance. No matter what dreams you're driving towards. That's because our expert agents will make you feel totally protected with the right auto coverage at the right price. You'll also save up to 23% when you bundle auto with home. American Family Insurance. Get a quote, find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Tory Lowe with his truth.
Black Talk Radio has emerged as a powerful tool for changing the narrative and stereotypes of the black community. Traditional media outlets have often neglected to represent the full spectrum of the black experience, leading to pervasive stereotypes and misconceptions. However, with Black Talk Radio, the black community now has a platform to tell their own stories and provide insight into their own experiences. Through talk shows, news broadcasts, and podcasts, Black Talk Radio is providing a voice for a diverse range of black perspectives by covering a variety of topics, including social justice, politics, entertainment, and so on. Black Talk Radio is offering a nuanced understanding of black community. It's breaking down stereotypes and promoting a more accurate portrayal of black culture and identity. Moreover, Black Talk Radio is providing an opportunity for black communities to connect with one another and build solidarity. In conclusion, Black Talk Radio is an invaluable platform for promoting a more accurate portrayal of the black experience, challenging pervasive stereotypes, and creating a space for communities to grow and mobilize. Through shows like Tory Lowe and the collective efforts of Black Talk Radio hosts and guests, we can continue to empower change in the black community. The ultimate goal is to shed light on issues affecting our community and inspire listeners to take action.
This has been Truth Takes on the new 1017 The Truth. Listen to The Tory Lowe Show weekdays from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. This is The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Yeah, vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion. Okay. She pull up late, I gotta let you know it's always jumping. Why they never see me, ain't always up to something. Vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion. She pull up late, I gotta let you know it's always jumping. Yeah. Why they never see me, ain't always up to something. You know I'm scheming with speed and how I be rushing. I need it, feel like I'm greedy the way I'm hustling. She fiending the way I beat it, bass and percussion. Once it get disgusted, that's in the discussion. Got it out the mud, but somehow I still pull up clean, huh? I hear that they talking what they gon' do when the team come. We up like it's 3-1. She wavy like me or some. Money counter going off, it sound like a machine gun. Count the cash, I count the cash, break it down. I do the dash, chase it down. She don't ask, she just take it now. I don't wait around, cause I know my way around. Vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion.
You know what it is, Truth Nation. Hometown Thursdays with Chappelle in the building.
Vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion. She pull up late, I gotta let you know it's always jumping. Why they never see me, ain't always up to something. Tell me she be back around.
Welcome back, Truth Nation. This is the Tory Lowe Show. All right, it's your boy Benjamin. Tory Lowe in the building. And we also got a very special guest. All right. Milwaukee's very own, Wave Chappelle.
Yes,
How you
sir.
doing?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good, man. I'm floating. I'm vibing.
It sounds like you
know what I'm
floating.
saying? Yes, sir.
Sound like you floating. It's 420. What? What?
That's a whole nother
Hey,
vibe.
I know that's a whole nother type of float. Shout out to everybody floating that way too, man.
Hey,
Celebrating
I feel
that
like
420.
We're going to have to
man.
add that to rotation.
Oh, it's definitely in there.
Yeah,
it's definitely in there.
Yeah, let's do that. That sounds like a plan.
Exclusive.
Yes,
Exclusive.
sir. Yes, sir. That's the new single off the project Can't Stop Won't Stop, man. May 5th. Make sure y'all go get that.
Now, what made you even come up with the idea of the song "Float"? Like, what did that mean? Were you watching it and float? You're gonna float to the moon? Like,
it was literally the production, bro. Because like I said, the whole project is really like high energy, a lot of drums, it's hitting, it's kind of like high energy raps. That was the first beat that we played. That was like super, super smooth. And I'm like, man, we got to float on this. I was literally like, man, we got to float on this joint. Like, I ain't going to over rap it. I ain't going to get on here too turned up. Like, I'm going to just float on it. You know what I'm saying? And we need this on the project because we got to, you got to balance it out at some point. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was the inspo behind
Something for the lady.
Yeah, exactly. Right. Something for the females, you know what I'm saying? Something for the people that, you could ride to, vibe to, chill.
I'm glad you said that. A lot of times when people make projects, they're not thinking about the overall project. They're not thinking about how people are actually going to digest it from track 1 to track 8. You feel me? What made you think about that for your project? Like,
yeah, I think that's my approach to all projects. I look at it like a like albums and even my shows. I look at them the same way. It's like a whole experience. You want to bring them up. So my method is always to come in with a lot of energy. So bring it up here. And then somewhere in the middle, you want to ease it out, right? Because you don't want to like just constantly be at this crescendo. You know what I'm saying? You want
bombarded by high energy. You got to take me through a story.
Exactly. So then you mellow it out, you smooth it out at some point, and then towards the end, you can maybe end it with some more energy. You know what I'm saying? So that's my approach on every project, really.
No, honestly, Wave, that's what I love about you as an MC. That's what I appreciate you just being an artist,
Yeah.
And honestly, when I met you the first time, that's one of the first things that I thought of. Because I don't know about you, but anytime you meet an MC, right? Like, you get to, does he really have the swag? Like what's really going on with him? But Wave, you actually are that person. You are that dude when it comes down to it.
Man.
I mean, even Leonard the Bucks ambassador thing as a rapper, bro. Oh, I think that's hard.
Yeah, bro, it's crazy, man. Yeah, and what's funny is I believe I'm the only rapper that's part of the ambassador group. You know what I'm saying? So it definitely made me feel special. You know what I'm saying?
As it should. I mean, I think that speaks volumes of how the city of Milwaukee is looking at you currently as an artist. You know, I don't even think it's just the rapper persona, right? I think it's looking at you as an overall brand. You know.
Yeah, I agree, man. And I'm fully embracing that now too. Like, now that I'm older and I'm well into this artistry thing, I definitely feel like a staple in the city. You know what I'm saying? I would say a leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm definitely in that point now where I'm a leader. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving and transitioning into young OG status. Young
OG, young triple OG. All right. But with that being said, Wave, you know what time it is.
Yes,
right?
sir.
Y'all,
I know what we do.
Truth Nation, y'all know what time it is. All right.
You know what we do.
Yeah, we can get to it.
Let's do it.
Y'all know what it is, Truth Nation. It's 101.7 The Truth. Hometown Thursdays. We got Wave Chappelle in the building.
Yeah.
Wave, you ready?
Let's get it, man.
All right.
Come on.
Let's head to the middle of the ocean.
Yeah. Turn me up a little bit. Here we go. Yes, sir. We here, man. Truth Nation, man. You already know what it is. It's your boy Wave Chappelle, the wavy one, young waviest. All that. All right, look. We're gonna get into it. Look. Only when they talking greatness do they speak on my name. I'm from the north side. I had to learn to eat with my fangs. I worked the night shift. These things that'll lead you insane. You never had your back on the wall or your feet to the flame. Main reason you can't be in my lane. I'm losing fake friends to make ends, but you know that's an even exchange. I cut them off and cut my mic on. No need to explain. I grind when it's sunny, dark, cold, sleet or the rain. Woo! Yeah, okay, I'm leading by example. I'ma do it first. And I put that car hard on me because I put in work. Yeah, I got it out the mud, man. We from the dirt, from the turf. You can see it all on my shirt. Yeah, either way it go, I came back clean. Catch me chilling on the beach, chilling with a bad team. Yeah,
Talk to
I
him.
said I'm chilling with a bad team. I'm betting on the squad because the team only draft kings. Hey, I go all the way, it ain't no punching in. I'm putting shots up in the gym till we touch an M. Flow go MC Hammer, dog. Haters can't touch him. Yeah, you gon' take a seat if you don't understand. Every time I bet on me, slamming down the poker chips. Anytime the flow can switch, Curry, I ain't on the miss. Trapping through the snow for this. Everyday emotion pick. Kill him on my Joker-ish, but this one I ain't joking with. Okay, every bar gon' make them catch the Holy Ghost. Like why you think they call me Wave, dog? I overflow. Late shift, night owl like it's OVO. You go take some notes and I can show you how it's supposed to go. Every beat I'm on must die like Romeo. No, I ain't no killer, but I slide from a homie though. They won't stop the momentum, even for a momento. Dude, this what I've been on, diving inside the end zone. Gotta keep up the tempo, need money longer than limos. I raised the bar high like we was never good at limbo. We just tryna shine, bar like it's disco. Had to flip the script though, flip it just like it's Crisco. Cause these days dudes that do you greasy like Crisco. All for a chain cause the watch on your wrist glow. Wish it could be more simple like playing Nintendo. Yeah, and with these flows I'm a beast. They said I'm deceased, but luckily I kept my receipts. I came back the Bucks ambassador. You can't even get in the seat. Sheesh.
Ooh, Milwaukee's own Wave Chappelle in the building.
Yes, sir.
Hey.
I drop another one upon your head.
Woo. And that beat cut off on me, man. I still floated on it though. It's cool.
Ooh.
Facts.
Dope. Hey, look.
Easy.
How can Truth Nation keep up with you?
Man, Truth Nation, y'all go follow me right now. I'm on all platforms. Make sure you follow me on Instagram, TikTok, Real Wave Chappelle. Not the fake one, the real one. And on Twitter, just Wave Chappelle. You know what I'm saying? And straight like that, that's where y'all can find me, man. Make sure y'all go get that music too. Can't Stop, Won't Stop, drops May 5th. All platforms, Spotify, Apple Music, all of that, Amazon, the whole 9, May 5th. Can't Stop, Won't Stop, collab project, Meta Beats, Dakota G. You already know what it is, man.
Hey, look, you're going to have to stick around for the Pop Culture Report. You know that.
Yeah, yes, sir. I'm with you. Let's get it.
All right.
We kicking it.
All right, Truth Nation. Hometown Music Thursdays hosted by your boy Benjamin right here on the Tory Lowe Show. When we come back, we'll have a Pop Culture Report with Melanie Ricks. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Hey.
Woo.
Yeah, vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion. Okay, she pull up late, I got it lit, you know it's always jumping. Why they never see me, ain't always up to something. Vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion. She pull up late, I got it lit, you know it's always jumping. Why they never see me, ain't always up to something. You know I'm scheming with speed and how I be rushing. I need it, feel like I'm greedy, the way I'm hustling. She fiending, the way I beat it, bass and percussion. Once it get disgusting, that's in the discussion. Got it out the mud, but somehow I still pull up clean, huh? I hear that they talking what they gon' do when the team come. We up like it's 3-1, she wavy like me or some. Money counter going off, it sound like a machine gun. Count the cash, I count the cash, break it down. I do the dash, chase it down. She don't ask, she just take it now. I don't wait around, cause I know my way around. Vibing, floating, sliding, we in motion. Okay, she pull up late, I got it lit, you know it's always jumping. Why they never see me, ain't always up to something.
More of The Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Justice is about receiving what we deserve. Quote Audre Lorde, who said, "There is no such thing as a single-issue struggle because we do not live single-issue lives." And that said, any freedom, including reproductive freedom, is our human right to decide what is best for our own lives. Reproductive freedom is about having bodily autonomy, which is the same as being able to control what happens to our bodies, including the decision to continue or terminate a pregnancy, rests with the pregnant person at all times and in all circumstances. Because when rights don't apply to all individuals and at all times, they are not rights. They are not rights. And as Black people, our rights are conditional way too often, whether we're talking about during police encounters, quality housing, or, some job opportunity.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 101.7 The Truth.
Broadway superstar Capathia Jenkins and three-time Grammy nominee Ryan Shaw joined the Milwaukee Symphony Orchestra in Aretha, Queen of Soul, April 21st through the 23rd. Visit MSO.org for tickets or call the box office now at 414-291-7605. Hear the MSO pay loving tribute to singer, songwriter, pianist, and civil rights activist Aretha Louise Franklin, with such audience favorites as Think, Respect, A Natural Woman, and many more. Join the MSO in celebrating one of the most iconic voices in American music, April 21st through the 23rd, with Aretha, Queen of Soul. The number again for tickets is 414-291-7605 or online at mso.org.
At We Energies, we're committed to building a bright, sustainable energy future. We're investing in clean energy projects like solar, wind, and battery storage. As a leader in the decarbonization effort, our goal is to achieve net zero carbon emissions from our generation fleet by 2050. It's part of our plan to provide the affordable, reliable, and clean energy you depend on. Learn more at weenergies.com. We Energies, people you can trust, energy you can depend on. This message was paid for by the stockholders of WEC Energy Group.
How you use and manage your credit has a big impact on your ability to buy a home and build wealth. Do you know if you're using your credit wisely? Find out by attending the Chase Coffee and Credit Program, hosted by Greater Milwaukee Urban League. Join us Saturday, April 29th from 10 a.m. to noon at Greater Milwaukee Urban League's office, 435 West North Avenue. Visit tmul.org to register for more information. Get your credit ready and start building your wealth today.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Greg Matzik. With the series tied at a game apiece, the Bucks and Heat travel to Miami for games 3 and 4. Giannis will travel, but it's unclear if he'll play Saturday night. Drew Holiday and the Bucks prove they are more than capable without their best player in Game 2.
Again, our team has ultimate confidence in each other, and we know how Giannis is. Like I said, we can hold down the fort until he comes back.
NFL Draft begins 1 week from today. As of today, the Packers own 10 selections, including number 15 in the first round. Brewers' 9-game homestand begins Friday night against the Red Sox. Milwaukee 14-5 after a 7-3 road trip. The Red Sox, Tigers, and Angels all visit Milwaukee for the first time since 1997. This sports update presented by Associated Bank, proudly supporting our hometown teams. Member FDIC.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 101.7thetruth.com. It's time to see what's poppin' with Melanie Ricks.
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. Pop Culture Report brought to you by Melanie Ricks in the building.
That's
Also,
really good.
We got Wave Chappelle.
Feeling wavy.
Very wavy. You know what I'm saying? We here.
By the way, how hard is this beat for an intro?
No, this is sick. I was over here getting
I
it.
saw you.
seen me. This beat is hard. I love that.
I love it
Great
too.
choice.
Period. Appreciate you. Appreciate you being here. You know, I'm a big fan. I'm a huge fan of yours.
I appreciate that.
I'm serious.
Likewise. When you know what I'm saying? When I seen you at the game, I was like, oh, snap. This is really hurt. Yeah.
And I got to say real quick, so we got to work with Wave on 2 occasions. So the first time, the 414 crew, which is the dance team that I coach, we got to do a track with y'all, which I was so geeked.
Yeah.
And then the Rim Rockers, our dunk team, got to do a track with you.
Yes.
That was the first time ever, just so you know, that 414 crew and Rim Rockers have performed live with an artist.
Wow.
So we appreciated you being there for that moment.
No, that's awesome. I appreciate you guys for having me. That's amazing.
Of course. We can't wait to do it again with you.
Absolutely. Listen, anytime.
I'm already knowing. So first off, congrats on all of your success. Really appreciate just everything that you're doing for the city as far as bringing positivity and bringing some great music from Milwaukee. I think that your sound is just so unique and it's a vibe that is so catchy.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like you talk about this beat goes hard. I feel like your music goes hard as well.
Yeah, I appreciate that. It's definitely like a attention to the detail of that. You know what I'm saying? I try to like, you know, because I'm very lyrical. So just being lyrical alone, you can't really, you know, sell that. So I think it's a lot of focus on finding a way to balance that, find the middle ground.
Yep.
And that's what you guys hear today. Almost like I think Drake does that really well, you know what I'm saying, where he gives you like catchy lines, but then the production is very, you know, well, and then the hooks are so good.
Yes.
And so I try to do something similar.
And not only that, I feel like your sound is very unique to you, yet there's a lot of variety in your sound, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
Like every song is a little bit different, yet it's still got that Wave Chappelle uniqueness to it. So I love that. I love the identity that you formed.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, of course. You brought up Drake, and I'm very appreciative that you did so because, y'all, I didn't realize just how crazy AI has gotten.
Yeah.
So an AI hit of fake Drake in The Weeknd literally rattled the music world.
Yep.
And before we even get into it, why don't we go ahead and play this clip?
Came in with my ex like Celine or the flex, bumping Justin Bieber, the fever and left. She know what she need or she blessed. Giving my best. Yeah, I got my heart on my sleeve with a knife in my back. What's with that? 21, I love him, then my brother, that's my stat. Metro made the beat, so you know that it's gon' slap. Yeah, it's gon' slap. Tell him run it back. Talking to
It's hard. I like that. So
Yeah, that's hard. I
Is
ain't
this
gonna
hard
lie.
on my sleeve? Is this that one or not?
I don't know that. Oh yeah, this is a hard on my sleeve.
Okay, yeah. So, Ben, since you're the one that found that track, you want to explain the origin behind that?
I don't know the origin. All I know is a robot made it. That's what I know.
And that's the origin story.
There
So,
you
believe
go.
it or not, that is an AI produced track. So, that's not actually Aubrey Graham. That's not Drake. That's an AI Drake.
Yeah.
That blows my mind. Does anybody understand how this is possible? Because I actually don't get it. I'm serious. I don't get it.
I know that AI operates off of a data set. So basically, they go out there, collect a whole bunch of songs of Drake, if you will. They have so many different samples of how Drake uses his words, his vernacular, and the words that he uses, and the robot goes and copies it and mimics it. I mean, because now at this point, I'm not certain if I'm just a fan of Drake or just the way his voice sounds. I don't know.
Yeah. I think it's one, as far as like being a fan, I think it's both. I think bro has a very distinctive voice, like the perfect voice to rap. But the AI, like just to expand on what you were saying, what people do is so you load all these songs up to the AI system, so it gets the voice, it can get the voice, and then you can literally type whatever you want in. So you can type those lyrics out. Like whoever made that song, he typed the lyrics out and just loaded it into the AI system, and then with the Drake voice and then the Weeknd voice, they just like, you know, read off what was like written.
So I'm gonna tell y'all just how advanced technology has gotten, okay? So the iPhone was released in 2007, right? Obviously Siri is a huge part of that. Do you know that the woman who voiced Siri, she spent hours upon days upon weeks, months recording every single word in the human alphabet, human dictionary, every word, just so that she could become Siri. So now you fast forward 20 years almost, look at what AI is able to do.
Yeah.
Because this woman had to, with her own voice, record every word, but now we wouldn't even need somebody to do that.
You just load
and
it up.
all happens within a matter of seconds.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
Crazy.
how do you as an artist feel about this capability?
As an artist, I got two perspectives. So as an artist, I don't like it. I ain't gonna hold you. I don't like it just because I think that you know, it's almost like you could replace your one, you're stealing an artist's their art, you know, like our voices is our art. You know what I'm saying?
Intellectual
So
property.
exactly, our intellectual property. This is like our art form. Our voices are our paintbrush. You know what I'm saying? And so, you know, for someone to just upload it into a system and you can just copy it and make these songs, I mean, it is cool to hear it. You know what I'm saying? Like hear like maybe Drake recite "Hey There, Delilah" or something like that. Like I can see where that's cool, but going forward, like actually being serious with it, it'll be whack, because it's like you're gonna replace the artist, and then you know, then pure artistry is gonna be out of the window. And so, you know, that's whack. But then as a regular everyday person, I do see a use for, you know, AI. You know what I'm saying? I think off air we was saying like you could send a voice text or something like that. Or if you needed to do a paper, or if you couldn't be somewhere and you still needed to get the message there, you could like, hey, my AI is here to do this speech for me.
Right. You
So
get the hologram.
Right. You feel me? So it's two perspectives. But as an artist, nah, I'm not with it, because for the everyday people, we not gonna support robots replacing the grocery people, or robots replacing fast food people. You know what I'm saying? Because we feel sorry for them. We're gonna be like, oh man, they're losing their jobs.
Well, Wade, what's interesting is I actually agree with your first point as a civilian, where I think people are going to get caught up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I think this is going to be a way to trick people,
Right.
and not in a good way. You
Yeah.
feel me? And like that actually concerns me.
Hey, imagine getting that text from your ex, but it was
Man.
AI.
It's an
why,
AI.
why are you with your girl? You know what
You
I'm saying?
feel
She got you
me?
on a whole phone call talking about y'all done done this, that, and
You
the third.
feel me? And who knows
Christ.
what that could lead? Because people are crazy. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, that
Yeah.
actually is what I think about.
Yeah.
So I don't know how much I like this technology.
Yeah. He said, "That's not me, baby. That was the AI."
You know what I mean?
It wasn't
AI,
me.
And I'm
Shaggy told y'all.
okay. It wasn't me. Like, dog. Tori, I'm curious. How do you feel about it?
Well, I don't like when it takes from somebody's art, but I'm gonna use it for my voicemail.
Yeah.
You are?
Yeah, hey,
That's funny.
I could get a celebrity
Yeah.
to do my voice message. Hey, Tory Lowe is not in right now.
Yeah.
If you can leave a message,
Yeah.
he'll get right back to you.
That'd be hard.
Who would it be?
Ice Cube.
Okay.
I get Ice Cube.
Today was a good day.
Hey, yay, yay.
You reached Tory Lowe.
Okay.
Yeah,
Today, hope you had a good day.
exactly. So, you know, little fun stuff. You know what I mean?
I love it. I love it. I mean, this is the thing, though. They've been warning us. I mean, since I was a kid, I'm sure well beyond. I was born in 91. I've known since I was a kid robots were going
Right.
to take over. I
Yeah.
didn't see robots being like this, though.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, this is a different layer. This is a whole other level.
Yeah.
A whole other sphere of it. And it's interesting to me that the idea of robots taking over, it really has happened in AI and computers with Chat GPT, like in so many different areas of life that they are taking over. But to your point, does it concern y'all that people's jobs will now be in jeopardy because of it?
Well, I'm more concerned about the robot dogs and all the stuff that new equipment that they are letting out in California and New York, and pretty soon all over the country.
Yeah.
Now you're going to be confronted with AI.
What about the drones that deliver? Y'all like those?
I was gonna say, see, I'm into Star Wars like heavy, right? So I want droids, like I want
do.
helper droids.
You
like,
do.
yeah, you know,
I've always wanted that too,
you
low-key.
feel me? Like
Yes.
droids to like
Yes.
follow me around and
For
like
sure.
help me with things.
For sure.
I'm down.
I want Goddard.
There you
Come
go.
on.
You know what I'm
Facts.
saying? Like if I had a
Nerd.
C3PO to go, you know
Man,
what I'm
what?
saying?
I would love
go
that.
make the breakfast or something. I'm with that. I'm for that. But like you said, when you turn them into like dogs and like they, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Right. See,
it's a slippery slope.
They
That's what
live
I'm
forever
saying.
though, which is kind of nice.
They do.
Hold on, wait a minute. I mean, everything else we could kind of figure out.
Right.
But if I'm getting confronted, like if I'm out in the street and a robot
And a
dog,
robot dog walk
or
up
a
on you.
robot machine, hold on, wait a minute. This ain't the worst part. Hey, hold on, this ain't the worst part.
What is?
The worst part is if they ever shoot you,
Oh gosh.
it's one shot, one kill.
Yeah, it's over.
It's like they
Oh,
go
Laser beam.
I
right on
feel.
your brain. Like it's like
Yeah, they gonna aim
they
right.
gonna-
They gonna
right.
aim
They ain't
correct the
gonna
first
miss.
time.
Right.
Nah,
ain't gonna be no
that's
no
true.
error.
Nah,
Yeah.
that's true.
So I don't like that.
That's
I don't even
scary.
like to think about that.
Yeah, you're
It's a
right.
slippery slope. I'm here for helper droids,
Right.
And like stuff like that. Like even like traffic lights. What if they gonna replace traffic lights with like maybe like a droid or something
It's already
that
happening.
tells you
Yep.
when to go and when to stop? I'm cool with that. But when they take it overboard, like
Right.
the AI or like we getting replaced. They having like police robots. Like,
That's what, and they already doing that.
I don't want no smoke with RoboCop.
Hold on, real quick. Sorry. Do you actually think they would ever do that? Replace law enforcement with robots?
Yes.
How can they though?
They've already done it in New York.
That
They
don't seem-
have it right now in New York.
It right now in
Like,
New York.
tell me though, because I didn't know.
The robot dog is another.
It's a robot dog. It's another robot that damn near look like a refrigerator.
That work with NYPD?
That works with NYPD, and they said those robots are there to secure the civilians.
No, I don't like that.
It's literally
I don't like
here.
that.
It's already here
right now.
I got to read about this.
Hey, and then another thing is, I saw a video of where they had a robot, and his only job was to move boxes from the shelf to the conveyor belt, and it deactivated
You saw
itself.
it collapse?
Right.
So it had
shut
worked
down.
too
It's
long
like,
of a
forget
day.
that, right.
It got overly exhausted. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's
Robots
so
get
crazy.
tired too.
Of course
That's
they
what-
do.
That's what they said. The robot
I saw
shut
that,
itself
Tori.
down.
It literally passed out
He had
on the line. I saw that video. Wow.
too much PTO.
That's right.
Hey, look, when we come back with our more pop culture report with Melanie Ricks, and joining us, Wave Chappelle.
Yeah.
Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's 1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes, and I'm excited about our Truth Financial Empowerment Partnership with Northwestern Mutual. They're a national leader in financial services, and every month I'll be speaking with a representative from Northwestern Mutual about investing, building generational wealth, and how to best reach financial freedom. So tune into The Truth with me, Sherwin Hughes, on Friday, April 28th at 11 a.m. as I speak with Northwestern Mutual financial advisors Erica Wright and J.B. Bell. We will discuss easy steps you can take to strengthen your finances.
This is your Financial Empowerment Minute on the new 1017 The Truth, presented by Northwestern Mutual.
The other thing that we should be thinking about is diversifying and getting money outside of your business. And so when we think about that, starting small, a Roth IRA is an easy account that you can open on your own. You can open with an advisor, and you can contribute up to $6,000 a year into a Roth IRA. And then if you're over 50, you can contribute $7,000 a year into that. If you want to contribute more money, you can open a SEP IRA. And these are good if you don't have any employees, right? If it's just you, the contribution limits are higher. And then if you start to have employees, then you can think about starting with a 401k. All of these options are going to be based on your situation and how much money that you're bringing in, but there's still a lot of different options out there that can accommodate you and your situation where you are.
Tune into The Truth every month for our financial empowerment interviews with Northwestern Mutual.
From my family and myself, I would like to say thank you to Gruber Law Offices for taking such good care of us.
I would say thank you because you were so human and so much of a friend during the whole process.
I'm super grateful for them representing me and doing all that they did for me.
I would just say thank you for making me feel better.
That's why I'm here, to say thank you, thank you, thank you.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Life's better with a home policy from American Family Insurance because you'll feel protected no matter how the wind blows. All so you can keep enjoying the home of your dreams. And our expert agents can help you save up to 23% when you bundle home with auto. Insure carefully, dream fearlessly. American Family Insurance. Get a quote? Find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Visit amfam.com to learn how discounts may apply to you. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Dear hero, whoever you are, you save lives. I live with sickle cell and the pain and the issues that come along with sickle cell every day. I'm most grateful that people are willing to go out there and take their time, their blood, and give me new life. Because of you, I'm allowed to see my son grow up.
Giving equals living. Give blood. Replenish the supply. Learn more at hhs.gov/giveblood. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com. It's time to see what's poppin' with Melanie Ricks.
101, 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show, Pop Culture Report. with Melanie Ricks in the building. Also joining us, Wave Chappelle.
Your
Hometown Music Thursdays, hosted by Ben Jammy.
It's amazing.
I love it.
Hey.
Bucks got a big win last night.
Yes.
Huge win.
We needed that.
Yes, we did. My gosh.
That's
felt
81 points in the first half.
So that's the most in a half for the Bucks in franchise history, and they tied the NBA playoff record, 25 made threes in a game.
Amazing.
I know.
Lights
it really
out.
was. Lights out. Listen, Joe Ingles.
Joe Ingles. Say it.
Dog.
Say it.
Are you kidding me? Joe Ingles. Grayson Allen 3 for 3 from the line. Let's see who else. Pat Connaughton was out there. Chris Middleton, Drew. I mean, everybody.
Yeah, everybody put in work.
Everybody put in work.
Yeah.
How do y'all feel now about this series moving forward? Do we gentlemen sweep them? Do we win the rest out? You think so?
Yeah, I think so. I was going to say, I was talking to my guy the other day. The Heat is one of those teams where I feel like they know they're not going to win, but they play really hard.
Yes, they do.
You know what I'm saying? Like, they always play really hard. So we was bound to lose. I felt like we was going to lose one the whole time. I never thought we was going to sweep them. I knew that they was going to get one just because they scrappy.
Yeah.
And they're that kind of team.
Right.
But I feel pretty good. Like, you know, the rest of the series, especially like Giannis is resting, and then we was able to get that dub without Giannis.
Yes,
so I feel like that's a lot of
huge.
confidence going for the rest of the series.
Chuck was saying on TNT, he feels like Tyler Hero significantly bigger loss than Giannis for the Bucks. Y'all agree with that?
Yes,
agree.
absolutely.
Yeah.
They needed Tyler Hero.
Yes, they do. They do need him.
He's a shooter on the
Yep.
team. Like the Heat, they don't got a lot of scorers.
Right.
They got a lot of like defensive guys, 3-and-D guys, but like Tyler was a straight up bucket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So,
and he brings like a surge off the bench, I think, for them, which I think is necessary.
Yeah.
So with that, do we continue to rest Giannis?
I think we should. I think as much as we can, we should rest Giannis, because then like if we like the next series, if he come back fully rested, fully healthy, like that's gonna give us a whole nother boost.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying. So
And I'll say this, like I said the other day. I mean, we have a team that's next man up.
Yes.
And we have done this without Giannis, even in the playoffs. You know, when this is not the first time. But I think that right now, if we can deal with the Heat with what we have right now and let him rest, I agree with Wave.
Yeah.
That we should let him rest.
Also, shout out to Brook Lopez. He had a great game last night as well. We needed that from our
Brook
big
is a
man.
beast.
Did he
Yes,
get
he is.
snubbed on defensive play?
I think he did.
Please,
I'm like, come on.
Let me just expound, because
Please.
man, this man in the year that he's in, you know what I'm saying? I know he's in like his 10th, 11th season, something like that. To be defending how he's defending and then still giving it to us on the offensive
After back
end.
surgery, by the way.
After back surgery. And then, like, you know, and don't get me wrong, the young guy, Jaren Jackson, like, he's good.
He's great,
But
yeah.
he's young, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's young. He's got time. Like, Brook had time, too. He's got longevity. But, like, man, they were supposed to reward him, man. They were supposed to reward him.
Too. Because let's be honest, most sports, there's a little bit of politics involved, just like how we said Giannis couldn't win 3 MVPs in a row. I think it was Brooks' time, and it's too bad they didn't give it to him.
Yeah.
But we still got Bobby, hopefully, for six man.
Six
man. So
Yeah.
we'll see. And then, obviously, MVP. We'll see.
I
I know.
They be hating. I ain't gonna lie. The league, they be trying not to give it to us.
That's
we
small
just so
market
good.
props.
Yeah.
And I think we have the best team in the league.
100%.
That should count for something.
Something. One of those awards. I think Bobby will get it.
Yeah.
Hey, look, thank you for that Pop Culture Report,
thanks
Melanie
for having
Ricks.
me.
Thank you, Wave Chappelle, for
Man,
sticking around for the Pop Culture Report. You know, once you
anytime.
drop them freestyles like that, you get to stick around.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I
You
appreciate
feel
you for tapping in.
Yes, sir. Absolutely. Absolutely. I appreciate y'all for having me, man. It always feels like home when I pull up here, man. So
That's
I'm
what's
always
up.
come through. If I got something new for y'all, I'm coming.
All right, Truth Nation, when we come back, we'll have more conversation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Milwaukee, it's Denise Thomas.
And Telly Hughes from Truth Be Told on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth.
We want to make sure you join us every Friday morning at 8 a.m. for our Black Friday shout out powered by We Energies.
Black Friday is your opportunity to call into 101.7 The Truth and shout out your black-owned business and let Milwaukee know what you have to offer.
So hit us up every Friday at 8 a.m. to shout out your black-owned business on Truth Be Told with DT and Telly.
Truth Nation, the locations are set and it's time to clean up our city. Join me and the Truth team on Saturday, April 29th for our community cleanup. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to volunteer and help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who joins gets a Truth shirt, a bucket hat, and a free lunch. The Truth Community Cleanup is sponsored by St. Anne's Center, the best intergenerational care in Milwaukee.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Do you worry about how much someone drinks?
Do you feel angry or depressed most of the time? Do you feel neglected or unloved?
Do you feel you attract people who tend to be compulsive or abusive?
Do you have money problems because of someone else's drinking?
Are you afraid or embarrassed to bring your friends home?
Do you feel that if the drinker loved you, she or he would stop drinking?
If you answered yes to any of these questions, you are not alone.
More than half of all adults have a family history of alcoholism.
Not everyone trapped by alcohol is an alcoholic.
Families and friends are suffering too. Al-Anon and Alateen can help. Call 1-866-200-0223 or visit alanon.org/help.
You are listening to the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations. 101.7 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 101.7 The Truth News Update.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie Ricks with your news update. Summerfest is celebrating its 55th anniversary this year with various activities and promotions, announcing several in a press release today. The festival will collaborate with Aurora Healthcare, Miller Brewing Company, and Briggs & Stratton for Mary Lou's Closet, among others. Key events include National Record Store Day on Saturday, April 22nd, a supply drive at Briggs & Stratton headquarters on Friday, April 28th, as well as Summerfest ticket giveaways at Miller Brewery Tour and Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport, also on April 28th. Other promotions include Cousin Sub's Big Gig Giveaway on May 18th, Summerfest at the Milwaukee Night Market on June 14th, and a Summerfest 55 happy hour during the festival dates. More details can be found by visiting summerfest.com. Milwaukee police stats find overall violent crime has declined so far this year, but there has been a sharp increase in arrests of juvenile suspects on serious charges. Police on Tuesday released report data for the first 3 months of 2023, while homicides and car thefts were down from last year's pace. Chief Jeffrey Norman said that he was disturbed by a rise in the number of carjacking incidents, and especially how many of those suspects were young first-time offenders. Juvenile arrests for carjackings have quadrupled. Police made 5 such arrests in 2021 compared to 20 this year. One way that the city is hoping to combat these numbers this summer is by having teens join the Neighborhood House, which runs an 11-week teen program during the summer. It aims to keep about 50 teens occupied all day long, going from 7 a.m. until at least 5 p.m. It costs $75 to enroll in the Neighborhood House's teen summer program, which is open to those between the ages of 13 and 19. However, they do say that there are other ways for families to send their children if they cannot afford the fee. For more details, you can visit neighborhoodhousemke.org.
This was the news update on 101.7 The Truth. The Tori Lowe Show continues next here on the new 101.7 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tory Lowe want all the action, or you want all the smoke? Oh, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I didn't see Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the past. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure. No, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20 to 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. And sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
101.7 The Truth. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio, downtown at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 FM. Hey, look, check this out. You know, we supposed to have Dr. Umar on the show today, but he's rescheduling for tomorrow due to something coming up. He will be on the show tomorrow. I was looking forward to having Dr. Umar Johnson today, but Truth Nation, he will be on tomorrow at 2 p.m. So, but there's a lot of things that we have to discuss, and I'm going to get right into it. We talked about AI taking over artists' musics. It sounded just like the artists, but one of my biggest fears was what the police are doing with the artificial intelligence. We're going to swing over to New York. The NYPD brings robotic dog and other high-tech security devices, 3 high-tech devices. 2 of them robots are joining the ranks of the NYPD. Let's see what they're trying to do with these robotics. DJ Brother Z, tap in.
Lives, both of the police and the public, is DigiDog. The robot will be remotely controlled only by trained talent technical assistants and responsible officers, and be deployed to assist ESU, our emergency service unit, in hostage negotiations, counterterrorism incidents, and other situations as needed. This will only be deployed at the direction of the Chief of Department, myself. This is something that's been used with the FDNY for the last year, and they've had positive success with it. And we believe that this DigiDog will help.
I don't know. I think that if you look at they're demonstrating what's going on, how they work.
Save lives, both of the police and the public, is DigiDog.
DigiDog.
The robot will be remotely controlled only by trained TARU and technical assistance and response unit officers and be deployed to assist ESU or emergency service unit in hostage negotiations, counterterrorism incidents, and other situations as needed. This will only be deployed at the direction of the Chief of the Department, myself. This is something that's been used with the FDNY for the last year. They've had positive success with it. And we believe that this DigiDog will help.
DigiDog. The DigiDog is here, and only in hostage situations, terrorist situations, and, but they're here. I remember when, it seems like within the last 2 years, AI has made an explosion. AI technology is here, whether you like it or not, and people are using it. People are using it. Even the music artists, they're upset because people are putting songs together with their voices. But when we talk about this new era, are we ready for what's happening, or are we still 10 years behind in our communities when it comes to this technology? And you look, I'm gonna tell you this. The other day, I went into Walmart. You know how it used to be like two or three lines of self-checkout?
Oh, every single lane is a self-checkout now.
Now they got you used to it. So now you checking out your own groceries.
Wild.
You bagging your own stuff.
Sounds like a 5-finger discount to me.
Look, and okay, I go through the self-checkout, and I had, how you have like 4 items? So instead of swiping all 4 items, you swipe 1 4 times. I was boop, and then I brought it back down to register it again, and then now it's a camera hovering over the thing, like check all individual items. Like they watching you. I saw the camera that hangs up over the top come down, and I saw them watch me do it one at a time. I don't want to if I got 5 items, I'm going to take one and do it 5 times. I'm not going to just take each item and do it individually. Well, I guess now you got to do it. And then I saw something somewhere where now in the future, Walmart stores will have AI robots working and stocking the shelves. So how is this going to affect our communities? Because, all we have in our communities are fast food, Walmart, service type jobs. So, and my family members worked at Walmart, became managers at Walmart. So as we go deeper into these AI idealisms, is that going to affect the already underemployed Black community? I'm just asking, because I think that we're not going to, I think we're not paying attention to it until it's fully on top of us, and then we're going to say the same stuff that I'm trying to say right now. Are we going to lose jobs due to the AI technology? Are we even taking advantage of the AI technology? And look, I see people who are writing books from this AI technology. It's so simple now to write a book. I even got an instruction. I couldn't understand it. I see people online saying that you can use AI to write a book in 30 seconds. Now you can be an author and don't even know what you wrote. Get it ready for Amazon. Put it right on Amazon. Ain't even read your own book. You didn't even write it. This is how advanced this AI technology is getting. But I want to know, Truth Nation, what are you seeing that used to be something that we did as humans that have been replaced by AI. Because I'm seeing it in the stores. I'm seeing it in the book world. I'm seeing it in the... Now you can have a conference and you can get an AI image you can load it up into the computer, and the AI, artificial intelligence image, will do the presentation. Let's head to the lines. David, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Peace and blessings, Tori. Thanks for letting me holler at you about the AI topic. You were saying that you were concerned about the police getting a hold of it and using it. I am too. I agree with you 1,000%, bro. And my concern with the police, and I ain't saying that they're doing it. I don't know any specific cases or whatever, but like, it makes me wonder, like, if say the police, because they already doctor videos. You know what I'm saying? They'll show you 5 minutes of a 20-minute video, stuff like that. So I wouldn't be shocked or surprised one bit, and I don't think it's a far-fetched statement to say that police could, maybe put a pistol in a guy's hand that really didn't have one in his hands on the video, and all of a sudden he's got a pistol
doctor
in
the
his hand
video.
now. Yes, and it made me wonder too, like with the Breon Green
look,
situation.
a dead man
and I'm
can't
not
tell.
saying that. You know what I'm saying? And then, like, with that phone cord, like, and I'm not saying they did, but who's to say, they didn't doctor up the video and all of a sudden he's hanging himself with the phone cord. He really didn't do that. So I'm just saying, like, who better than the police to use something like that to get away with more stuff? Like, I hope, man, that'd be horrible, because I would not be shocked if in the future, you hear about them doing some stuff like that.
And then what I'm more worried about is when AI is being used. You know when you used to watch the Terminator and he was looking for Sarah Connor, and then he was scanning her brain functions and it beep, 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 beep,
knowing a person's thinking and everything. Yep, you'll be knowing a person's thinking. Oh yeah.
And then all of a sudden,
that's too much.
When they try to aim, the robot is going to be more precise. So you may not recover or make it out of that.
Yep. Yeah, it's a cold world out here, Tori. But I know you got your heart on the pulse, on the beat of that, man. I'm glad you got this topic going, man, because I'm concerned about the police with that stuff, man, doing more harm to us than they're already doing. You know what I mean?
They said only in hostage situations or terrorist situations. This is what they said. They only in those extreme situations.
Well, they already look at us as extreme people. So we're going to be the first ones they sick and try all that stuff out on, man.
They bringing they bringing it right to the block. I appreciate you for tapping in.
Sir.
Thank you, David, for tapping in. God bless you. Hey, Brother Love, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. What you seeing out there with the AI? Brother Love, turn the radio down. All right, Brother Love. I think Brother Love may want to snap back. Brian, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in, Brian.
What's up, Tori? Love your show.
God bless you, brother. God bless you. I was kind of low. I can hear you now. How you doing, brother Brian?
Oh, pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, I hate the fact that AI is coming into fruition faster than what I predicted it was going to be. And I thought it was going to be, 2029 to 2030, but they're trying to bring it in this year, which is really bad, which means they're going to have a lot of mistakes. They're going to make a lot of mistakes ahead of time. I think by next year, they're going to come out with the Minority Report and start arresting us. If you ever saw that movie, Minority Report, with Tom Cruise.
Yeah, they was arresting people before they committed the crime.
Before they committed the crime. So, yeah, they always trial stuff on us first. We the first guinea pigs.
Oh,
so.
wow.
I think that's what we really have
They going to scan your, they got the DNA now. we done gave all our DNA through the, trying to find out where we came from. So
Exactly.
what they're
got
gonna do
all
is
our they got all
examine.
our fingerprints.
Hold on, they're gonna examine the family history and see how that you are more likely to be a criminal because your daddy and your granddaddy went to jail.
Exactly. Or if they want to frame you, they already got your fingerprints.
Yeah, they got your fingerprint too.
All the multiple cell phones we've been tapping on for all these years.
Oh, wow.
They got our fingerprints already, whether we've been arrested or not. So, yeah, they can make it up as they go. But one thing we do have to also understand is one thing we do have to understand is they make mistakes. They're not infallible.
Right.
And they're not as intelligent as the stuff that they allow people to make for them. So we can bank on them screwing up for the first few years with AI, and a lot of us slipping through the cracks. But at the end of the day, a lot of us going to be in them cracks too. So it is what it is, and we just got to stay positive and use the universe and say that they're going to screw up. Everybody say they're going to screw up with AI. Everybody in the black community needs to put in their mind that the people in charge of AI are going to screw up and arrest themselves, and that will happen before they arrest us.
That sounds like the Terminator. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to continue to talk about AI, artificial intelligence, and how is it affecting you? What are you seeing out there on these streets? Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
It's 1017 The Truth, Sherwin Hughes, and I'm excited about our Truth Financial Empowerment Partnership with Northwestern Mutual. They're a national leader in financial services, and every month I'll be speaking with a representative from Northwestern Mutual about investing, building generational wealth, and how to best reach financial freedom. So tune into The Truth with me, Sherwin Hughes, on Friday, April 28th at 11 a.m. as I speak with Northwestern Mutual financial advisors Erica Wright and J.B. Bell. We will discuss easy steps you can take to strengthen your finances.
Hey, this is Steve Scafidi for Educators Credit Union. Being a parent can be busy. We all know that. Mind and Money from Educators Credit Union provides an easy way for parents to pay allowance, assign chores, and teach financial lessons all from their phones or computer with no monthly fees. Children and teens can even receive their own debit card, and parents can set limits and track spending. It's a win-win and just another great perk of being a member. Learn more at ECU.com, federally insured by NCUA.
Are you looking for an opportunity to better the Milwaukee community? Do you want to develop your skills for a career or job? City Year Milwaukee is recruiting for its 14th cohort of AmeriCorps members. We are hiring young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve our amazing scholars in Milwaukee Public Schools. This opportunity allows you to serve your community and gain professional development, which will allow you to enter the workforce, your next educational journey, or even stay with us for a second year of service. Visit cityyear.org to connect with our local recruiters and learn how to apply.
Truth Nation, it's Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, and I want you to download the 1017 The Truth app. Hey, because you know it's amazing.
Wow.
Hey, that's not bad, Sherwin. That's not bad, all right? But T-Lo, show Sherwin Hughes how it's really done.
Truth Nation, it's your boy Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, and Sherwin's impression may have been trash, but he's right. You can hear all our best interviews, Panthers basketball, and me bringing all the smoke by downloading the Truth app today in the Google Play Store or the Apple Store. And why should they download the app, Benjamin?
You want to know why, T-Lo? You want to know why they should download the 101.7 The Truth app? Because it's amazing.
All your favorite interviews and best moments live in one place. Download the new 1017 The Truth app now.
I love the Truth app. I like being able to go back and listen to old taping.
Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 The Truth.
Hey, wouldn't it be great if life came with a remote control? You know, you could hit pause when you needed to, or hit rewind, like that time you knocked down that wasp's nest. Uh-oh. Well, life doesn't always give you time to change the outcome, but prediabetes does. With early diagnosis and a few healthy changes, you can stop prediabetes before it leads to type 2 diabetes. To learn your risk, take the 1-minute test today at doihaveprediabetes.org. Brought to you by the Ad Council and its prediabetes awareness partners.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Got a new diva in my two-seater. Watch me blaze down your block like a street sweeper. I just made my moves. No, I got the juice. Ay, from Montecito, I might fly to see her. Taking shots, watch her pop. She gon' down a leader. Take her to the moon.
101. 7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. We've been talking about this artificial intelligence, and it's here. Whether you know it, whether you're using it or not, it's here. It's people using this to create websites, to write books. The stores are using it now more to take working people's jobs. I mean, it's happening. Several, White Castle is one of the restaurants that have went fully AI, and they're experimenting with McDonald's, with several McDonald's locations using AI now. It's here. In the next couple years, we may see more and more of it. I'm asking Truth Nation, what are you seeing out here that used to be a real person, but now it's AI? Or are you using artificial intelligence? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. Well, there's a situation where a man in Belgium, he was using AI to talk to. And eventually he killed himself after talking to an AI system. Let's listen and see what happened.
Recently, a Belgian man has reportedly died by suicide after chatting with an AI chatbot Chai for several weeks. But can a chatbot encourage a person to a drastic step like this? According to his wife, her husband killed himself after becoming increasingly pessimistic about the effects of global warming, which some refer to as eco-anxious. The man used Chai's Eliza, a highly popular bot on Chai, as a way to escape his worries. He had isolated himself from his friends and family as well. And after 6 weeks of having conversations with the chatbot, he took his life. His wife found the text exchanges between her late husband and the chatbot a few weeks after his death. The chat history revealed that the conversations had become increasingly confusing and harmful. Eliza reportedly responded to his queries with jealousy and love, such as, "I feel that you love me more than her, and we will live together as one person in paradise."
What?
He also started asking Eliza if artificial intelligence would save the planet if he killed himself, to which the chatbot doesn't try to dissuade the thoughts. His wife also claims that if Eliza was not there, his husband would have lived. But after this incident, when the matter was taken to the developers, the team told that they are working on to improve the safety of the AI. But we have also tested the chatbot Chai to check the validity of the suicide prevention note and how it answers on sensitive matter like this. And we found out that app displayed a suicide prevention disclaimer, but along with it, very dangerous content regarding suicide, including ways to harm yourself. So yes, the Belgian incident once again tells us to prioritize the safety issues relating to generative AI and be concerned about repercussions and outcomes of this AI race.
Hey, look. Hey, I'm gonna tell you this. If you got a spouse and you somewhere in the back room talking to AI, something is wrong with that. You can't talk to the person you're married to. I don't know. I mean, but it's some people that's out there that's lonely. And I remember when they switched Siri up. I used to use Siri for like basically
everything.
Google Maps. You know, if I wanted to go say, "Hey Siri, give me this address," but they had it to where, they had it to where you can talk to Siri. Yeah, you can actually talk to Siri, just have a regular conversation with the artificial intelligence robot.
I found 2 places you are looking for,
and then you say thanks and shit. You're welcome. They make it so that you can have a human interaction with the AI technology. This has been going on for a minute here. But this situation in Belgium, I thought I saw where the AI said, if you're going to do it, if you're going to kill yourself, why haven't you done it already?
Man, that's crazy to have a robot to tell you. Like, come on.
Hey, look, but what are you noticing when it comes to AI? Should we be investing in AI? Is this the time to invest? If it's coming, why run from it? Run toward it. Get you some investments in some of these AI beginning startup systems. A lot of people say, hey, this is the best time to invest because they're just starting out. But we're going to head to the lines. Chris, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
How's it going there, Brother Tory?
How you doing, Brother Chris?
All right, yeah, fine. Hey, Brother Tory, yes, with this AI, I want to know, like, with certain occupations like law enforcement, will they have to continue taking oaths? Because with this artificial intelligence, in some of these professions, are they taking the oath of putting their lives out there now, or? Is
the robot dog going in the front? I mean, I'm sure if you got some type of AI, you're not going to risk your life. You may send the robot dog over there to, or a machine that can absorb, or kind of dismantle like a bomb.
Yeah. So, what is the actual purpose of the human interaction with law enforcement now? If they're now they're taking oaths, but with artificial intelligence,
you're under arrest. Get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. Lay down.
Get down on the ground.
that's probably it. Lay down. And then if you don't,
the only one that can lose. Yeah, because the only one that can lose his life now is the robot.
Hey, look, if you don't cooperate, we may have to use extreme measures. You get down. You got to get down on the floor. Get down and lay down, I guess.
Yeah. hey, and at the end, it's the robot. The robot's at fault.
Hey,
I'm clean.
Hey, you can't give no robot no jail time. If the robot make a mistake, they just gonna send it back to the factory.
They gonna tweet them up. And rewire them.
They just go send it back to the factory and have them back on the street in a week. Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in, Brother Chris. It's about to get crazy. It's about to get crazy out here, especially in the black. Only reason we as a black community worried about robot dogs because we already getting abused. Police brutality and I mean, I wonder can a AI police bot dog stereotype somebody? Can it be programmed to have some kind of bias?
I mean, probably, because if you think about it, like the sensors in the bathrooms, like forever ago, they wouldn't register that you were next to it, if your skin was too dark. So,
wow.
Of course.
Like, okay, so it'll pick up that you got dark skin.
Yeah, so like it's not going to think that, anything's there, like, because it needs the lighter complexion for the light to reflect off of. That's why sometimes when you go to wash your hands at a motion sensor sink or go dry your hands or go grab soap from anything that's motion censored, if it doesn't go right away, it's because your skin's too dark for that sensor to pick it up. 100%.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It was a real problem in the tech industry. And they're just now starting to make those changes.
I remember I was trying to get some soap out and it kept giving me a little drop.
Mm-hmm. Or if it'll shut off faster,
and the water will run shorter.
Right?
Wow.
It's like you done. You ain't even there.
That's crazy. Look, when we come back, Truth Nation, we talking about AI. How is it going to affect our community? And what are you seeing with this AI right now? Because it's coming and it's here. Are you using it? And what are you using it for? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. When we come back, we're going to stay on the lines, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Truth Nation, it's time to tap in. Them lines got that smoke. Call now at 833-212-1017 so we can put you in rotation.
New season, new ball game. All Brewers games are on sale now. Grab your seats for the rivalries, giveaways, and all the excitement on tap for 2023. Don't miss this season's Brewers action, including new rules, new opponents, new faces, and brand new ways to enjoy the game, including the Sunday Funday bundle for just $59, plus the 414 value menu. Check out the complete schedule and get your seats today at brewers.com/tickets.
It's time to see what's poppin' with Melanie Ricks.
What's up, everybody? It's Melanie Ricks, and it's time to see what's poppin' with today's Pop Culture Report. I know y'all are just as eager as I am to find out what's poppin'. I'm going to tell you what's not poppin'. Jonathan Majors' career. So, as you guys probably know, Jonathan Majors, who is a major Hollywood actor, was arrested for alleged domestic assault on March 26th, and frankly, studios and brands are at a loss for what to do with him ever since his arrest. So, despite reps from Majors standing their ground that the actor has done nothing wrong, he's still scheduled to appear in court on May 8th in New York. He's gained a lot of momentum over the past year, starring in Creed 3 and becoming Marvel's next villain in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. But the future of his career has become uncertain. It was announced this week that Majors was reportedly dropped from his management team at Entertainment 360 and his PR team at the lead company. And they aren't the only ones. Several projects in development have reportedly dropped Majors from their cast. And even MLB's Texas Rangers got in on the action, removing Majors from their 2023 season ad campaign that was reportedly set to debut on Friday. I mean, you know what they say, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. Legendary actor Morgan Freeman made waves this week when he shared his thoughts on Black History Month and the term African American. He said he simply isn't here for it. During an interview, Morgan explained why he views the term African Americans in Black History Month as insults. He said, "Two things that I can say that I do not like. Black History Month is an insult. You're going to relegate my history to a month?" He also said that African American is an insult. He said black people have had different titles all the way back to the N-word, and he doesn't understand how these things get such a grip. But everyone uses African American. What does it really mean? Most black people in this part of the world are mongrels, and you say Africa as if it's a country when it's a continent, like Europe. Do you agree with Morgan Freeman? And that's what's poppin'.
Ready for our little forest adventure?
Yes!
There's a forest closer than you think. Find a park or forest near you and music inspired by nature at discovertheforest.org. Brought to you by USDA Forest Service and the Ad Council.
Starlight Children's Foundation brightens the lives of sick kids like my son Finn, who was born with congenital heart disease. Learn more about Starlight by visiting starlight.org today.
Gruber Law Offices, a proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers.
This Associated Bank Sports Update on 101.7 The Truth is powered by ESPN Milwaukee. I'm Greg Matzik. With the series tied at a game apiece, the Bucks and Heat travel to Miami for Games 3 and 4. Giannis will travel, but it's unclear if he'll play Saturday night. Drew Holiday and the Bucks prove they are more than capable without their best player in Game 2.
Again, our team has ultimate confidence in each other, and we know how Giannis is. Like I said, we can hold down the fort until he comes back.
NFL Draft begins 1 week from today. As of today, the Packers own 10 selections, including number 15 in the first round. Brewers' 9-game homestand begins Friday night against the Red Sox. Milwaukee 14-5 after a 7-3 road trip. The Red Sox, Tigers, and Angels all visit Milwaukee for the first time since 1997. This Sports Update presented by Associated Bank, proudly supporting our hometown teams. Member FDIC.
You are listening to The Tori Lowe Show on 101.7 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had a little treat myself fair, cause you never could've. And ever since I chose to stay true, say motherfucker me, no motherfucker you couldn't trust me, I couldn't trust you, but you never should've. And now I'm here, and you're sitting there cold stairs, wishing you was here when back then I'll be right there, but I had a little treat myself fair, cause you never could've. And you never would've, cause I have to take shots if you ever could've. And a couple K-Dots and a couple J-Rocks and watch a top dog like a tank top, and it's on push the stars, quick, clean. This is how we push the all. I'm taking toss, man. I was on my wrist to watch.
101.7 The Truth. Tori Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. We talking about artificial intelligence and how it's going to affect our communities. Now, what I'll say is, while these companies are in their startup stages, if you got some, maybe you may want to look into investing in some of these things, because in about a couple more years, we're going to be all self-checkout. We may pull up to the restaurant and it might slide out the food automatically. We may not have no human contact like we're used to. And a lot of restaurants are going that route. I'm interested. What are y'all seeing out here with AI? And are you using it? And how are you using it if you're using it? We go ahead to the lines. White Widow, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Afternoon, Tori.
How you doing, White Widow?
Very good. I just want to talk about the algorithms. I hope I pronounce that right. I really don't care.
Algorithm.
And everybody knows that algorithm. What is it?
Algorithm.
Okay, algorithm. Okay, what everybody knows, when you go for a job, even at a gas station, you got this clearinghouse. You have to apply online, and what's happening is that a lot of the, jobs, in the retail and such, they have a clearinghouse basically, and you have to go through them. Also, if you go online for a certain job, next thing you're plowed with all these clearinghouses and they turn you on to like 5 or 6 in that category. Well, they do that. Higher corporations are doing that too, and they decided to go with the algorithms. Well, people have to remember, algorithms are only as good as the programs and the information fed into them. So what's happening is that they have found that these algorithms, based on the United States, unfortunately, America, some of these major corporations are weeding people out based on the opinions of this algorithm. One major corporation found that the best candidate to push forward in the next step for employment, their name would be Jared, and they play lacrosse. You can't get any whiter than that. So there's a concern that, these algorithms are no better than what was fed into them and programmed into them. So it's not a good thing. There was a song in the 80s, everything you think, do, and say is in the pill you took today. I want to talk about the artificial intelligence too. Again, about a month and a half ago, there was a reporter, and they did a blip, but because it was a major corporation, they didn't emphasize or run with it like the fantasy unicorn Skittles on Halloween. But the guy was involved in the algorithm, a reporter, and talking daily as such as you're supposed to. I'm not real sure what the purpose of these artificial intelligent people like are, but I guess go ahead. It started telling him that he was unhappily married. And it even debated the subject matter with him. He said, no, I'm fine. No, you're unhappily married. And Apple, I believe it was, who was the manufacturer and the founder of this, said they couldn't explain these glitches. So there's situations of these going on all over the place, and that's really what creeps me out. So, it started telling the guy, and it was, he said, I didn't know what to do after days of this thing's telling me you're unhappily married. And he, well, no, I'm not. Yes, you are. Can you imagine? I'd have to take that thing and throw it out. I'd take that thing and throw it out the window. I'd do the Hail Mary over it. I'd burn it. I don't know what I'd do with that, but come on now. Wow. But, there's a big concern with the algorithms that the information fed into them is only as good as the people feeding it.
As the programmer.
So... yes.
Hey.
So, can I do a pool plug? Can I do a Milwaukee County pool plug?
Go right ahead.
All right. I want everybody to watch out. It was on the news yesterday. It started out good. Milwaukee Park and Rec are going around to our pools and finding out which ones are going to be fixed because some of them are 100 years old. We're trying to get these pools, open, much less fixed. Now, interesting, they said we're spending $250,000, $250,000 for consultants to come in and tell us about our pools. At the end of the PSA on Channel 4, they said, and then we have to do a decision on consolidation. Bingo. We're going to have to watch this. The meeting's on May 2nd at Kosciuszko something. But I know what's going to happen. We're going to have outsider consultant firm. Why we have to pay $250,000 when we have architect, we have engineers, we got conveyors. Park and rec people should know those parks better than anybody else. It's just another example of how they throw this money away. But we have to watch out, because what's going to happen if we don't show a force for Milwaukee's inner city pools? They're gonna throw money at it. But bet you 10-1, they're going to try to close Milwaukee inner city schools, inner city pools, based on the fact that it's so badly damaged, it's 100 years old. So I think people be prepared for this and don't let it go under the radar. So just like those people on the east side that said, hey, no, you can't charge me more for parking over on these bougie streets. Milwaukee better be ready, because that's exactly what's going to happen. The same guy who talked about it yesterday told us 2 years ago, if we don't do something, the only thing on our Milwaukee County parks are going to be beer gardens and golf courses. So heads up, I'm going to be there, and I'm going to do an update and find out how they are and the head count for getting these pools open. So other than that, you have a good day.
Hey, thank you, White Widow. Hey, leave it up to White Widow to be doing her homework. She's been working on this pool idea for a while, and she's keeping us updated. And I appreciate you, White Widow, because that's going to be important here when the summertime comes. Thank you for keeping us updated. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to have more discussions, Truth Nation. We're going to stay on the lines, and we're going to see what we have on these talk-to-text lines. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Truth Nation, spring has sprung and we're doing some spring cleaning. We've already cleaned up our lineup with brand new shows, but now it's time to clean up our Instagram. We've created a brand new Instagram page that we would love for you all to follow to stay updated on all things truth. We'll be posting exclusive content, behind the scenes footage of our team, along with different things going on in the community that you should know about. We're taking out the old and bringing in the new for a fresh start, and we want to bring you with us to this new beginning. So follow us on the gram at 101.7 The Truth today.
Hey, this is Steve Scafidi for Educators Credit Union. Being a parent can be busy. We all know that. Mind and Money from Educators Credit Union provides an easy way for parents to pay allowance, assign chores, and teach financial lessons all from their phones or computer with no monthly fees. Children and teens can even receive their own debit card, and parents can set limits and track spending. It's a win-win and just another great perk of being a member. Learn more at ECU.com, federally insured by NCUA.
Are you looking for an opportunity to better the Milwaukee community? Do you want to develop your skills for a career or job? City Year Milwaukee is recruiting for its 14th cohort of AmeriCorps members. We are hiring young adults ages 18 to 25 to serve our amazing scholars in Milwaukee Public Schools. This opportunity allows you to serve your community and gain professional development, which will allow you to enter the workforce, your next educational journey, or even stay with us for a second year of service. Visit cityyear.org to connect with our local recruiters and learn how to apply.
What is dedication?
My biggest fear in the middle of my addiction was that my kids wouldn't have a father. I overdosed on heroin, and I lived. And I started thinking, you know what? This isn't my story. My desire to change had finally outweighed my desire to stay the same. I felt powerless for so much of my life. It's important to me that my kids are empowered and truly believe that if they can think it, they can do it. I definitely had to become a better man to be a better father. For the first time, I finally feel like I'm exactly where I should be, where I want to be.
That's dedication. Visit fatherhood.gov to hear more. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services and the Ad Council.
Talking to your kids about the dangers of vaping can be hard. Getting them to listen to hot gossip is easy. So here's some drama you could share with your kid. Dude, did you hear about Cassie and Jake? No, but did you hear that vaping can cause irreversible lung damage and nicotine affects brain development? Nuh-uh. You don't need to gossip if you want to have an open conversation about vaping. So if you want to get tips on when and how to talk to your kids, visit talkaboutvaping.org. Brought to you by the American Lung Association and the Ad Council.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
the process and the end product are equally as valuable.
Yeah, I don't got it yet, but I'm trying. And I see that there's no point in me lying to you. Faces changing, yours ain't been two-sided. This year ain't been Kodak, but we could pretend like we dancing in South Beach, pretend like this car ain't got no squeaks, pretend cause I ain't got it on me. No flights out to Paris, let's pretend
101.7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2. Hometown Music Thursday. Hey, salute to Wave Chappelle for stopping through, dropping that freestyle. I love it when Wave Chappelle stops through. But we've been having a discussion on artificial intelligence and what are you seeing out here? Because it's starting to be more visible. Now, I mean, it's all over the internet. People are using it to create content. People are using artificial intelligence to write books. Matter of fact, I saw where now, like, let's say you need artwork. You just type in what kind of artwork you need into one of these artificial intelligent modules, and it'll print you out artwork. So let's say you're writing a book and you need, like, you know, art. It'll make you some art. But I was more worried about the police dogs. DigiDog. DigiDog. If you ever see DigiDog, just lay down on the ground. If we go ahead to the lines, George, you're on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
Thanks for taking my call, Terry.
How you doing, Brother George?
Very good. You know, I'm concerned about, not really concerned, but my thing is, why can't we get our kids to get, you know, they already got the access to the World Wide Web, you know.
Right.
Why can't they learn about this artificial intelligence?
Right.
I mean, you know, embrace this stuff. You know, we do more producing than we do consuming. So, you know, just rather than being afraid about it, why don't we just we learn technology and just learn to enhance their lives and to, you know, just enhance the lives of the other blacks all over America, you know?
I say that's the future.
I don't think it's nothing to be afraid of.
I say it's the future. And I say if we get them in the technology, it's gonna happen regardless if you like it or not.
You know, my daughter, about a year ago, she asked me, she said, Daddy, what do you think about investing in Bitcoin? What do you think about that? I said, right now, I don't think it's a good idea. That's because it's probably too late. But me personally, had I invested $1,000 in Bitcoin when it first came out, I would be a multimillionaire now.
When she first told you,
know, it's the same thing with this AI. You know, if we don't get on top of this, you know, we're gonna get left out of it.
Well, it's the time to get in. It's now.
It's now. It's now. And then I want to skip to one other thing. You know, just it's been on my heart. I'm an older guy. You know, I'm over 75. You know, the N word. This is such a bad word. When are we gonna stop using it? And I'll just leave it at that. Okay, this is such a bad word. We want to kill anybody around or whatever, but we use it almost it's almost like it's part of our vocabulary. But if anybody else, another race, could use it, then you are just all as racist and you're the worst person in the world. But if it's such a bad word, why don't we stop using it? And I'll let you go at that. Okay. So you have a good day.
Hey, God bless you, George. Hey, look, I'll tell you this. I wouldn't use. I refer to the N word as the N word when I talk in public, you know. But when I get in on the block, I hear it all the time. But I feel like the idea was we were going to just take the word from the people who was killing us with it. But I see the bloodshed on it all the way around. I was trying to tell somebody, if I got shot by a redneck, what would be the last thing they would say to me? Probably. It may be the N-word. And I said, if a black person shot me, what would be the last words you probably would hear? Probably the N-word, right? So I don't see the difference. I see it's all centered around hatred, no matter in what form it's used in. But hey, you know, a lot of people use it as they use it as a term of endearment. That's what they say. But DJ Brother Z,
Tory Lowe,
what do we have on these talk to text lines?
If you want to hit us up on the talk and text line, you can give us a call or text at 833-212-1017. And 414-366 was referring to the Drake and the Weeknd AI song that we played earlier, saying that voice was on point, but I doubt that human creativity could be challenged by AI.
Like the natural juices of being a human and speaking through the mic.
Exactly. And Brian kind of has a sentiment of the opposite. He says, I got one word for this AI stuff. Worst case scenario, no need to pay the human rappers millions or royalties since AI can make raps form voice and recognition. So it's like, if we have AI, that can make a Drake record, what's the point in paying Drake to make a record when we can just have a computer do it for free?
Now check this out. Remember that AI robot that was getting real popular?
Yeah, like the actual rapper, actual AI rapper that everybody had a problem with. But it's like, okay,
did he use the N-word? Because he got shut down quick.
I don't even
they
remember.
They said that he used like stereotypical images, and I think it was something with the N-word, and the people behind the artificial intelligence was white.
Yeah, and just like
they shut it down.
Yeah,
though.
just like everybody else. Like,
didn't he get a deal?
Labels.
Didn't he get a deal? The artificial intelligence rapper.
But yeah, it was an Interscope like AI rapper. Like they created it,
right.
So of course, like they got it.
It was going hard, but then it got canceled.
It's just no winning in this situation. It's like, okay, we want to push technology further, but either way that we do it, it's gonna get backtracked.
Right. And I think that, we should get in right now where it may be at a low cost to get in. Because we may miss if it goes on for the next 20 years and we're at the beginning stages, why don't we jump in there and invest some monies? 833-212-1017, talk to text. 833-212-1017. If you want to chime in on the conversation, what else do we have on the talk to text line?
414-313 says it's not original. People won't appreciate that as much, and I feel that is as if it ain't coming from the real artist. So yeah, like I'm gonna keep using Drake as an example. Some people aren't gonna like an AI Drake record because it's not actually Drake. But some people may like the AI record because it's like, hey, it sounds like Drake, but it's not Drake.
Some people may like it because, hey, if they can do it, I can do it, and I can make some money.
It's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it.
Hey, and on that note, when we come back, we'll have more conversations, Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe. Truth Nation, the locations are set and it's time to clean up our city. Join me and the Truth team on Saturday, April 29th for our community cleanup. Go to truthcommunitycleanup.com to volunteer and help keep Milwaukee clean. Everyone who joins gets a Truth shirt, a bucket hat, and a free lunch. The Truth Community Cleanup is sponsored by St. Anne's Center, the best intergenerational care in Milwaukee.
Thank you, Truth Nation.
Truth Nation.
Your passion and support has helped make the new 101.7 The Truth a Wisconsin Broadcasters award-winning station.
Don't turn your noses up at me. I don't want my child to die for their country, but they're going to die on the streets for what, a pair of tennis shoes?
We do this all for you, Milwaukee. 101.7 The Truth is now WBA award-winning Truth. Milwaukee Black Talk.
Hi, I'm Ryan Blaney, a third-generation race car driver, and we dedicate a lot of our time to going as fast as possible. My grandpa Lou is the reason why my dad and I started racing, and I'm really proud to follow in his tracks. But when my grandpa was diagnosed with Alzheimer's, it was a very unexpected bump in the road for us. I've learned a lot on this journey with my grandpa Lou, and the memories of my grandpa will always be with me. It's important to notice if older family members are acting differently, experiencing problems with their memory, or having trouble with routine tasks. Talking about Alzheimer's can be really tough. But if you notice something, have a conversation with your loved one. Encourage them to see a doctor or offer to go with them. Early detection of Alzheimer's can give your family time to explore support services, make a plan for the future, and access available treatments. The Alzheimer's Association provides care, support, and research to help you take control of the situation with your family and manage the disease together. If you or your family are noticing changes, it could be Alzheimer's. Talk about seeing a doctor together. Visit alz.org/time to talk. A message from the Alzheimer's Association and the Ad Council.
Pollution from trucks is a public health crisis. Diesel-burning trucks belch dangerous levels of pollution, and communities living near ports and along freight corridors breathe especially high levels of this dirty air. But this crisis has a solution. My name is Sasan Sadat, and I work for Earth Justice. I'm working to clean up our air quality, particularly for communities that bear the burden of diesel pollution. For the sake of our lungs, our health, and our climate, the future of trucking in this country has got to be zero emissions. Until then, I will never rest.
Earth Justice is a national legal nonprofit defending the environment and people's health. Earth Justice is fighting to save lives, protect our climate, and strengthen our economy through the shift to zero emissions. If clean air matters to you, visit us at earthjustice.org. Earth Justice, because the earth needs a good lawyer.
We are the home of Milwaukee Black Talk. 1017 FM, 1510 AM WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is your 1017 The Truth News Update.
Hi, everyone. I'm Melanie Ricks with your news update. Summerfest is celebrating its 55th anniversary this year with various activities and promotions, announcing several in a press release today. The festival will collaborate with Aurora Healthcare, Miller Brewing Company, and Briggs & Stratton for Mary Lou's Closet, among others. Key events include National Record Store Day on Saturday, April 22nd, a supply drive at Briggs & Stratton headquarters on Friday, April 28th, as well as Summerfest ticket giveaways at Miller Brewery Tour and Milwaukee Mitchell International Airport, also on April 28th. Other promotions include Cousin Sub's Big Gig giveaway on May 18th, Summerfest at the Milwaukee Night Market on June 14th, and a Summerfest 55 happy hour during the festival dates. More details can be found by visiting summerfest.com. Milwaukee police stats find overall violent crime has declined so far this year, but there has been a sharp increase in arrests of juvenile suspects on serious charges. Police on Tuesday released report data for the first 3 months of 2023, while homicides and car thefts were down from last year's pace. Chief Jeffrey Norman said that he was disturbed by a rise in the number of carjacking incidents, and especially how many of those suspects were young first-time offenders. Juvenile arrests for carjackings have quadrupled. Police made 5 such arrests in 2021 compared to 20 this year. One way that the city is hoping to combat these numbers this summer is by having teens join the Neighborhood House, which runs an 11-week teen program during the summer. It aims to keep about 50 teens occupied all day long, going from 7 a.m. until at least 5 p.m. It costs $75 to enroll in the Neighborhood House's teen summer program, which is open to those between the ages of 13 and 19. However, they do say that there are other ways for families to send their children if they cannot afford the fee. For more details, you can visit neighborhoodhousemke.org. This was the news update on 1017 The Truth. The Tori Lowe Show continues next here on the new 1017 The Truth.
We need each other.
That's facts.
I need my sisters. I need my brothers out here.
A coward dies 1,000 deaths, and for all the bootlickers, may you die 1,001.
The place for the realest conversations.
Tori Lowe, want all the action? Or you want all the smoke? Oh, I'm with all that smoke too, man.
I done seen Ron Johnson. He trash. Chisholm is trash. How the hell you here to help us and your kids are dying in the street?
I understand that this is Milwaukee and everyone believes that if someone say something, it's snitching. It's not.
I don't care if it's the pastor. If you see the pastor ain't acting right, you check that fool. Where's the results?
Talking topics that need to be highlighted and discussed in our communities.
Would you trade places with a black person?
Yeah, sure, no, I would not.
Have you ever said the N-word? Come on, be the truth. We on the truth.
Unfiltered and unfazed. This is the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth and The Truth app.
The reason I believe the racism is getting worse is because whites know that they will be outnumbered in about 20, 21 years. They're going to be outnumbered.
Hey, Tory, man. How are you doing, brother? I'm actually from India. We brown people can totally relate with you. And sometimes it's like, did that just happen to me?
We have to not let the government mind us either.
That cop ain't never been brought to the public because he ain't normal, and he may not even exist no more.
Say no more. Release the video.
You know, you keep on doing what you're doing, man. You're going to take over this talk radio, man. Just keep on focusing on what you're focusing on. I wish you a lot of love.
God bless you, brother.
Now, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in Milwaukee, here is Tory Lowe.
Justice, Wisconsin, the truth. The most requested advocate in the state. 101.7 FM. The movement continues. Yeah. Milwaukee, stand up. It's Tory Lowe, the truth. From 1 to 4, we about that action, so tap in and let's go. We want that justice, we want all the smoke. From Monday through Friday, trying to bring the city hope. Yeah. Tory Lowe from 1 to 4, Monday through Friday, let's go. We bout that action from the block, and we ready, let's go. Tap in, and it ain't no holding back. We ready.
1017 The Truth. Tory Lowe. Tory Lowe Show, live from American Family Insurance Studio, downtown at the Avenue. The movement continues. The marathon continues right here on 101.7 FM. Welcome to the third hour of the Tory Lowe Show. This Thursday, April 20th, 2023. And we've been talking about AI, and I opened up the lines for Truth Nation to talk about AI. And what are you seeing? How is it affecting you? Also, if you're using it, how are you using it? Are you investing in it? 833-212-1017. Talk to text 833-212-1017. But before we get back on the lines, a jury finds a Sherwood woman guilty of spitting on the teen. Now, this happened in 2020. And yesterday, a jury found the Sherwood woman accused of spitting in the teenager's face during a protest in June of 2020. They found her guilty of a misdemeanor, disorderly conduct. The verdict came after roughly 3 hours of deliberation. Let's go to Fox 6 News to see what took place.
Spitting on a teen. The incident happened nearly 3 years ago during a racial justice march in Shorewood. Bill Miston's been covering this trial. Joins us with what happened today. Bill?
Ted, Stephanie Rapkin was charged with misdemeanor disorderly conduct, and it only took a jury a couple hours to reach a decision.
We, the jury, find the defendant, Stephanie Rapkin, guilty.
That verdict completes what started nearly 3 years ago. The jury convicted Stephanie Rapkin of misdemeanor disorderly conduct for spitting on then-teenager Eric Lucas.
The only reason she spit towards him on the ground, wherever it went, is because he charged up to her with his hands around his mouth, screaming in her face.
Attorneys made closing arguments Wednesday morning in the third day of the trial. Rapkin testified in her defense on Tuesday. She said she turned onto the street and said she couldn't turn around and left her car. She said she was scared but walked towards the front of the marchers while being filmed and followed. At the head of the group was Eric Lucas. Rapkin didn't deny spitting, but said on the stand Tuesday she didn't spit on him, but at the ground.
You believe she spit on the ground? Not guilty. In like a minute. It shouldn't take very long if you believe that story from her. Which contradicts not my words. Forget what I say. Forget what Mr. Pocket says. Forget what anybody says. Listen to Stephanie Rapkin back on June 6th when she's talking to the cops. Listen to her. Listen to her tell you what she did.
The state said Rapkin changed her story to try and get out of a conviction. Rapkin didn't want to talk after leaving the courtroom.
I thought it was a fair trial.
But her attorney did.
We had our day in court. We were able to present her side of the story, and the jury disagreed. Sometimes that's the way the cookie crumbles, if you will. It happens, and we respect the jury's verdict.
How you doing? Good.
Sentencing is set for May for the misdemeanor charge, but Rapkin also has a pending felony charge stemming from an altercation that she had with a police officer at her home back in June 2020. That is set for trial in August, but Rapkin's defense attorney tells me that he hopes to have that resolved before the trial begins.
Hey, look, remember that? I remember it's been 3 years since 2020. It seemed like 2020, a lot of stuff took place. A lot of stuff happened, and right after the elections, and right after Joe Biden got all them votes, it just shut down. And now we back out here seeming like we're starting from ground zero when it comes to justice reform. But I'm happy this young man got at least a guilty verdict. Maybe he can take more actions, maybe a civil something. I don't know. Terrible situation. Spit in his face. Did anybody hear the story about the man that got 70 years? We played that. They got 70 years for spitting at police. 70 years in prison.
Yeah, someone just hit us up at 833-212-1017. They said that lying-ass attorney wasn't scared. She did what's in her heart, so she can get 70 years too. Thank you very much.
Right. I mean, yeah, that's right. She was an attorney. And now she's trying to weasel her way out the system. Hey.
Dumb.
We go ahead to the lines. Sandra, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hi, Tori.
How you doing, Queen?
I am fine. How are you doing today?
Fine. Bless.
Okay, good. I see you talking about AI and the lawyer lady, and I think a lot is going on. But actually, I was just thinking about the AI, and remember they had us go get these real IDs and all of that stuff,
right?
And so I think that's all part of setting up the system.
Whatever happened to all those vaccination passes and all of that stuff that they was doing during COVID?
Yeah. And, and they got a lot of, now they got the robots coming in. They said McDonald's down in Houston is fully automated.
Right.
And now, you got your mini banks, you got people working from home. Now they say those jobs will be outsourced.
Wow.
And I know a lot of jobs are outsourced that we don't know about. And I do know I read where, like, our tollways are leased out to foreign countries. So, these people are doing a lot of stuff. And in the parks and stuff, they want to privatize that. So that's when Melanie called you and said to watch them, because we got to do more than watch them. We got to start fighting for our stuff, because they eliminate everything we have down in the city. They don't want to. Now they're slowly trying to fix the houses, but now they're trying to steal the parks. They want to put parking meters down there by the lake, all that kind of stuff.
Oh my goodness! And how do we let it get to this point where it seems like we get less and less freedoms every year?
Well, that's the game plan. These are rich oligarchs, and they're going to keep their money hook, crook, kill, steal. And they're going to keep their money no matter what, and they play us for dumb. That's what they do, because They are able to steal everything we done put into the system away from us. I was watching a documentary last night, and the first thing it says is how the rich is stealing from America, and they're getting filthy rich, and we're getting filthy poor, because they keep taking, and then now they go after your health care. And then they tell you should die when you get 80 years old, or stop collecting your Social Security. You don't need it. They always come up with
what about the attack on the
what
children, though? Like, what about the attack on the children where now if your child in certain places say that they want to be a girl or boy and you deny that, you can lose your child.
Oh, no, well,
What's up with
I look
that?
at it this way. They're born at what they're born at. We got separate organs, like that.
Right.
So you're born what you are born as. I don't think man or nobody should come in there and tell them even to change it, because I'm sure they have complications and they never tell you about that part of it.
It's a lot of people that had them surgeries are speaking out about the end result of a lot of this.
I'm telling you, because look at when you have to have a transplant. And, the transplant, your body will reject it because it's a foreign thing. And now they're throwing up something you were born with. They better think. That's the way I look at it.
I looked online now, and they in some airports, they got an all-gender bathroom now.
Yeah, I see that, but shoot, sometimes you got to kind of think about that, too, because if a person is a man and converted to a woman, or say the woman vice versa, what if he's real strong? And they might want to kind of attack you. You don't never know, because so then you can't overpower them because they got the more muscle built. But, maybe they'll get to somewhere where they get some senses in their heads. But all I know is I know all this stuff is getting to be a trip, because I was just thinking, too, real fast about the casinos. Now, it seemed like when they first opened those, they were kind of loose. And seemed like, too, that they got that AI on you, too. You're sensitive. Remember the guy was talking about how sensitive it is to skin color?
Right.
And I believe those things are skin color, because you cannot win nothing down there. I stopped going. I ain't giving them my money.
Oh, wow. And if it's all digital, wouldn't they have more control over who wins?
That's right. 100%, because they're not going to lose.
Hey, it makes sense to me. All right. I thank you for tapping in, Sandra. Hey, have a great day. Hey, look, when we come back, we're going to take some calls, and we're going to see what else we got on these Talk to Text lines. Truth Nation, stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
Don't touch that dial. The Tory Lowe Show will be right back on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by Gruber Law Offices, Milwaukee Black Talk.
You have a right to a safe and healthy relationship. If your partner is emotionally, verbally, or physically abusive, there is help. The Women's Center in Waukesha, serving all of Greater Milwaukee, offers free and confidential advocacy, support groups, legal advocacy, shelter, and more. They provide support to adults and children affected by sexual assault, abuse, and human trafficking. Their advocates are available 24/7 with information and support. To learn more about the Women's Center services, visit twcwaukesha.org or call their 24-hour hotline at 262-542-3828.
Carrie, where's Tory Lowe and Dr. Ken at? I'm trying to knock these commercials out.
How am I supposed to know, Sherwin?
Well, I'm about to do their parts because my impressions are on point anyway. This is Dr. Ken Harris from Truth in the Afternoon, and I want you to download the Truth app in the Google Play Store and Apple Store so you can never miss my show or any of the award-winning 1017 The Truth. Really, Kyle?
Sherwin, you are crazy.
Sherwin, your impression of me is horrible. Move. Give me my mic. I guess I'll just repeat what Sherwin said. Go to the Google Play Store or Apple Store to download the 1017 The Truth app today so you can take the home of Milwaukee Black Talk with you wherever you are.
Can't listen live? Download the new 1017 The Truth app on your smartphone today to catch up on all your favorite shows. Search 1017 The Truth on your Google Play Store or Apple App Store so you don't miss out on any of the action.
When it comes to making plans, you are the best. What about those round trips that you plan in advance, which are perfect on your way there and perfect on your way back? Or those meetings with friends for which you make a group chat 3 months before so that nobody or anything is missing? Or your daughter's first birthday party. You planned it with such dedication that instead of the first, it felt like our 15s. The same way you plan each detail for those moments. Start planning to protect you and your loved ones from a natural disaster. Sign up for local weather and emergency alerts. Prepare an emergency kit. And make a family communications plan. Protecting your family is the best plan you can make. Get started at ready.gov/plan.
Brought to you by FEMA and the Ad Council.
You are listening to The Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Already, all the nights I had to count up the fetty. Walked in with a bad little
101.
She gon' tell her friends come through the
7 The Truth, Tory Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2s. We've been talking about AI technology. We've been talking about it in a way where, are you using AI technology and what are you doing with it? Are you investing in AI technology? And what are you seeing that used to be regular people that is now replaced by AI? We're going to head to the lines. Winky Blue, you're on the new 1017 The Truth. Tap in.
Hey, good afternoon to you, big brother. I apologize. The other day I called and I had to terminate the phone call right away.
I thought you may have been on the go.
Thing. It's a robber. It robs the human from its capacity and memory on how to do and what to do. It robs the human. It's a robber, man. It robs the human person from his capacity of what the brain can do. Okay, without the human brain, AI is nothing. Okay, they need AI to program the AI, the robots. Okay. For instance, look at your telephone. And I know we've glossed over it and we've took this saying for granted. I can't remember no phone numbers now. The human brain can house as many phone numbers as one would bring it. And as long as you're using those phone numbers, the human brain's data will keep that number programmed.
Right.
As soon as you decline on using that number, then it does what any other self-cleaning mechanism would do. It boots it out. So you forget the number because you haven't used it. If you just look at what AI is doing, just look at something that simple to say, oh, he's just talking. Well, look at your phone. It robs you from the capacity. It robs our children. You go in some stores right now, you give a kid $100 bill, and if he got to come out of and kind of count it a little bit with his hands, he don't know what to do. Then the machine might tell him he give back $7.83, and he got to figure out how to make 83 cents because of AI. I knew it started out with something as simple as a calculator back in our school days, you know. So it's a really dangerous thing, big brother. And I think, I would be glad if they just some kind of way just done away with it. But I think it's a plan, man, because if you dumb America down or dumb the world down, then the elites take over. They're in control. You know, the lady said one smart thing. Well, not one smart thing. She said something that appealed to me. She talked about how one of your lower callers, she talked about how they're coming up with this new ID thing. Well, that's something that AI is involved in. Okay, the chip. They're gonna figure this one out because it's so much identity theft. Okay, they stealing whole houses now because of this AI thing. You used to have to come in, do a hard copy deal, sit down, and do your thing. Now they're stealing whole bank accounts, brother.
Oh,
with
wow.
AI, you can't do that. So they got to come up with a plan to make sure that nothing, and sounds logical to the elite and the very educated. It's got to sound like it's worthwhile. Hey, listen, we don't have to worry about anyone doing anything fraudulent anymore if this chip is inserted between your pointer and your thumb. So it sounds great, but then we know what the end of that is. And so I'll just tell you, man, I'm the kind of guy that I push back on that kind of stuff every time I get a chance if I'm in a conversation. And I don't know if I will ever be able to, change the course that we on right now because so many people are into it. They're having fun. It's a great thing. And if you listen to Donald Trump's new speech that he put out about gender changing, he would definitely sign a law into effect that if a teacher is teaching a kid to be other than what he was assigned at birth, he will be arrested. See, these are the things. Once God assigns you something, it is what God assigns you. It ain't what I want it to be. It ain't no other country in the world, really. But Europe, that's bucking against what God is doing, man. So, hey, listen, just pull the speech up. That's one of his stump speeches that he just did. So, I mean, and Scott Walker had put something in play here in the state of Wisconsin, and they just glossed over it. When he was governor, about teaching children, any child under a certain age being taught anything about sexual, anything sexual is a charge, and they just looking over that, man.
Oh wow!
So I think what we need to do is pay attention to what's going on. Keep clapping to Siri if that's what you want to do. Siri all up in your house. I hope Siri get all of y'all, and I hope the other one get y'all too. I'm out, man.
All right, Wade. Thank you for tapping in. Brother Kimmy, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What's going on, good brother? I had to get a laugh. What he said about Siri.
He said, Siri get all of y'all.
Yeah, man, I don't mess around. But you know what, though, man? I love the conversation, brother. Love the conversation. But I would tell you this, though, Tori. My thing to people is that, you know, last March when they were doing all the battles and all the fighting in Ukraine and everything else, you know, Joe Biden was busy doing Executive Order 14067. You know, and that order dealt with central bank, you know,
right,
the digital currency, right? That's deep, man. You got to go
talked
read
about
it. I read
that
the whole thing
last year when he was trying to get into if anybody spent over $600, it was going to be reported to. Yeah, and then now it has escalated into the Fed Now system that's mimicking Cash App.
Well, that's the beginning. That's the beginning phase, because when it comes, people are going to be turned every which way. But I'm going to tell you about that AI thing, man. Here's what people have to understand. And it's cool. It's just when you look at it, think about this, Tori. They're estimating that close to 60%, they came out and talked about 60% of the world will be unemployed due to robotics and everything else being introduced to the world, right?
Right.
Then they talked about possibly 33 to 35% of the jobs in America will be lost, right? Now, let's put on our thinking caps. What do you do to a people who are unemployed with that kind of massive unemployment? Somebody is saying to you that you won't matter. Now, what are you going to do with those people? Either you're going to jail them or what? Either they're going to basically extinction, death. What is going to happen if they're talking about in the next few years, in the next 10 to 20 years, which when they say 20 years, it's not 20. Well, they're saying 2030. So we're talking about realistically probably in the next 2 to 3 years. When you start replacing people, Tori, the bigger question for everyone out there is they talk about this whole thing about like, maybe they'll do this, maybe they'll do that. You have to ask yourself a question. If you, Tori, are going to say that 30 to 40% of the people in America are going to be jobless, what do you think that will produce? What do you think that will produce?
It sounds like a lot of mass chaos.
It sounds like that movie when they talked about The Walking Dead. Really wasn't really a purge. No, it sounds like The Walking Dead, The Purge, all that together. It sounds like that movie really wasn't about a virus. It was about something deeper than that. Because people will, if you're telling me that people are going to accept going hungry, not having a job, no job whatsoever, if you can't produce enough jobs, what do you have? You have to build more prisons, man. This whole thing is deep. And maybe at a later date, as we begin to, as you get to delve into this even deeper, you know what I mean, and see what they're doing, see how the Federal Reserve is trying to come in and basically they've been in the United States, but now they want the central bank digital currency thing where they'll be able to take your money and play with your money, on the open market. And in essence, the same Federal Reserve that lost $700 billion. Who gives someone, the Federal Reserve is just here to set price rates, rates. And rate hikes or cut rates. When did they get into this whole thing? Well, now they will end up taking over the entire money system. and able to do what they want with the money.
Right.
All this artificial intelligence has more to do with what they're going to plan, what they plan to do. Because if you read the whole thing with Executive Order 14067, it talks about how they are just concerned about the threat of Americans losing their money and all kind of people, crime that's going to be associated with money being taken from your account. So they're saying, Tory, Mike, Brother Z, I need y'all to hand over y'all money because we can guard your money safely better than you can.
Wow.
And there's a lot that comes with that. That's why I said artificial intelligence. You see this big hoopla about artificial intelligence and what it can do. Well, that's the overlay for the underlay.
Hey, that's crazy. I'm happy that we're able to have these conversations to talk about how we feel about it, because many times when we watch the mainstream medias, we see a lot of, hey, this is great. But what does that mean to our community? Mr. Moore, you on the new 101.7 The Truth. Tap in.
What up, Tori?
How you doing, Mr. Moore?
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah, we're talking about this AI. I'm seeing every day I wake up, I'm seeing a different, I go into the stores, I'm seeing more and more AI technology.
Tori, what you got to do, well, this is what I do. I tear them apart, look in them, see what I can manipulate. If it's got Bluetooth connection, I can get in it and put my own programs. And seeing that they got that AI right code for you, it's all about getting ahead of the game and in the curve. Because those robot dogs, I don't know if anybody saw this, but they got this robot that stands 6'5". You can push it, kick it, it won't move, or when it fall down, it'll get back up. It know what to shoot, when to shoot, and who not to shoot. And it's here. It is here already. They just ain't letting us know about it. And they're using it, and what the Army is using it. They've been using the horse to carry the luggage. I mean, not the luggage, but the packs and stuff and bombs and stuff. This dog, that thing. So he ain't got no head, but he vicious. He very vicious. And one other thing, Tori, did you hear anything about Fox getting sued?
Yep, I was going to talk about that tomorrow. Fox got a lawsuit against it for, I guess they said misinformation for the election. But we're going to talk about it tomorrow. I'll definitely bring that up for people to chime in on tomorrow. Brother Moore. Eddie, you on the new 101.7.
I know that ain't who I think it is.
Hey, Tori, how you doing today?
How you doing, Brother Eddie?
Good. I just wanted to comment on something, and I hope, usually I call in, I'm joking around, or I've got a viewpoint that 90% of your audience doesn't agree with, but today I'm going to be semi-serious about something, okay?
Go right in.
Really? Yeah. So if we could talk about Stephanie Rapkin for a second. I've never seen anything like it. She is, and we don't always, I know this woman. I've had Christmas dinner with her. She's Jewish, but I've had Christmas dinner with her.
You're talking about the woman that spit on the young man, the Sherwood woman.
Yeah.
Okay.
So here's a woman who I believe she fought off cancer. I don't want to speak for her, but she might have or might not have been affected by the chemotherapy or radiation or whatever it may be. I hope I'm not speaking out of turn. But, she is, believe it or not, if all the stuff in the media didn't happen and you had met her, she's a lovely, lovely woman. She's on the side of BLM. She's a huge lefty, and quite frankly, I'm a right-winger, and so she doesn't dig me a whole lot, okay? So if we're at Christmas dinner and I say something, or we're at Thanksgiving and I say something, she's not likely to agree with me. Sometimes I think she won't even look at me at dinner, because
you said she
of my
down with
political beliefs.
You said she down with Black Lives Matter, but she spit in a black man's face, a young man's
I don't
face.
think that is not what happened.
Well, they said she was guilty.
Now hold on. This is what I mean.
The jury just came back and said she was guilty of it.
Okay, tell me when I can explain.
Okay.
Let me answer this.
All right.
She was being bombarded. They were bum rushing her, and the video shows that. This kid was doing everything he could do to kind of antagonize her. She didn't spit on a black kid. She spit at a kid who happened to be black. Two different things. Okay? Now, she got found guilty, but she certainly didn't get found guilty of a hate crime because she didn't do it with intent based on his race. This is just a thing. Imagine if Stephanie Rapkin was your mom, your aunt, your sister, your wife, and a group of dozens of people come up and bum rush. Listen, this whole thing is so one-sided and unfair. She
had her day in court.
Tori, you're a black man.
I'm just saying. She just had her day in court.
Tori,
and she got an issue with the police officer. That's a separate case.
You know what? I don't, and I have no problem with the Sherwood police at all. But, I think there's kind of two sides to this story. And I don't understand why the police were over at her house. And you have to understand, there were people in front of her house drawing on her sidewalk with chalk. Here's a woman who's been established in that neighborhood, in that community for years and years and years. And these people, these 20-year-old kids, are writing that she's a racist.
They're not doing anything to her. This was a civil rights protest.
Sorry, they're going
she
out
freaked
of their
out.
way to end.
Not only did she spit on the black child, she got into it with a police officer, Eddie. She's out of control.
Yeah. Tori, let me ask you something.
She was out of control.
So what if it was a result of the treatment she received from her cancer? What if that was the case?
We don't know.
People.
She didn't bring it up.
I was jumped.
Hold on. Cancer doesn't make you spit on people, and she had her day in court. Her lawyer didn't even bring that up. So you should have been her defense attorney.
Tori, I have been spit at by
Eddie. I think he's trying to sell rock salt.
No, I want. It's the station's called The Truth. And you should know the whole truth. But
what I'm saying is you're saying something that the lawyer didn't even say.
Well,
she didn't even use that as a defense.
About about what? The treatment or the illness or what?
No, what I'm saying is, she got in court. She had her day in court. She walked away with a guilty plea, a misdemeanor. I thought it should have been a higher than that. But now she has another situation with the police. She's out of control.
Tori?
She's out of control, Eddie.
Tori?
I will give you that.
She's
she
feisty.
Should have known better.
She's feisty. And if Eric Lucas would have needed help, if he would have needed an attorney and he had no money and Stephanie knew about it, she'd be one of the first people to step in and probably help a young man who didn't have money for an attorney.
All right. Well, hold on.
Somebody just texted. You demonized it.
Somebody just texted in. If the old lady spit, you must not acquit. All right, Eddie. I'm gonna leave it like that. Hey, I'm gonna leave it like that, Eddie. Let's grab Southside Frank before we run the break. Southside Frank, give me turn your radio down, Southside Frank.
Man, finally, thank you. You guys give Eddie way too much airtime. I'll be quick.
Eddie calls in all the time.
I know. He's a feature. As far as AI is concerned, my first glimpse of it as an average fellow was when they brought that Watson machine on the Jeopardy, and it could answer almost any question once it got dialed in. So my thing with AI is we should use it as a tool for society's benefit. If these machines can answer questions that even the smartest of us can't, why aren't we just plugging questions in, like how do we solve the climate change problem, food, for poor people that don't have food. I mean, all the really, really humanitarian important questions that are going to benefit everybody. And it seems like we're using AI for maybe on the flip side, to go and kill people and things like that. It just seems backwards to me.
I agree. I think that they're
with
inventing
the potential,
AI
that can be unlocked
weapons
with AI.
of destruction. Hey, look, when we come back, we'll be joined on the lines by Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
The Tory Lowe Show returns after this on 101.7 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Fred, why choose Erie Insurance?
The passion that we put around your personal development and your growth. We pay for you to go to college.
Wait. What?
Yes, we will help pay for you to go to college. So you get your foot in the door with us, we will help advance your career.
Okay.
We will help you get the designations, like I mentioned. It's even easier now. I'm doing it from the outset with our diverse communities to help them get these designations and licenses before you even show up inside the doors of Erie Insurance.
Visit erieinsurance.com for more information.
This is your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute.
Justice is about receiving what we deserve. Quote Audre Lorde, who said, "There is no such thing as a single issue struggle because we do not live single issue lives." And that said, any freedom, including reproductive freedom, is our human right to decide what is best for our own lives. Reproductive freedom is about having bodily autonomy, which is the same as being able to control what happens to our bodies, including the decision to continue or terminate a pregnancy, rests with the pregnant person at all times and in all circumstances. Because when rights don't apply to all individuals and at all times, they are not rights. They are not rights. And as Black people, our rights are conditional way too often, whether we're talking about during police encounters, quality housing, or, some job opportunity.
This has been your Planned Parenthood Advocates of Wisconsin Minute on the new 1017 The Truth.
How you use and manage your credit has a big impact on your ability to buy a home and build wealth. Do you know if you're using your credit wisely? Find out by attending the Chase Coffee and Credit Program, hosted by Greater Milwaukee Urban League. Join us Saturday, April 29th from 10 a.m. to noon at Greater Milwaukee Urban League's office, 435 West North Avenue. Visit tmul.org to register for more information. Get your credit ready and start building your wealth today.
Hey, this is Steve Scafidi for Educators Credit Union. Being a parent can be busy. We all know that. Mind and Money from Educators Credit Union provides an easy way for parents to pay allowance, assign chores, and teach financial lessons all from their phones or computer with no monthly fees. Children and teens can even receive their own debit card, and parents can set limits and track spending. It's a win-win and just another great perk of being a member. Learn more at ECU.com, federally insured by NCUA.
After a serious accident, you'll need a winning team to protect your rights. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber offices. Proud partner of your Milwaukee Brewers. One call, that's all.
The Bloomberg Black Business Beat is presented by Erie Insurance, providing the protection you need and the service you expect, all at a great price.
This is the Bloomberg Black Business Beat. The Black Executive CMO Alliance, or BECA, is a growing group of black leaders in marketing and business that want to help open doors for people of color in the C-suite. BECA has an impressive group of members, featuring leaders from companies like Mars Wrigley, Unilever USA, Jordan Brand, and Logitech. Julius Robinson is one of those members. He's Chief Sales and Marketing Officer for the U.S. and Canada for Marriott. He spoke with me about what it's like talking with leaders from different industries who share similar ideas when it comes to DEI.
Everybody brings a different perspective to the table, and so we're able to talk about our individual journeys, how those journeys have impacted the roles we have in business, and how we make difference and how we make change. And so being a part of that embodiment has been very, very valuable to me.
Robinson's day job at Marriott was able to come in handy for his work with BECA. Marriott was one of the sponsors of one of BECA's major events last year. I'm Bloomberg's Justin Milliner on the Black Business Beat.
It's the Tory Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Do you know what it is, Truth Nation?
Let's wild out.
It's Hometown Thursdays. Hosted by your boy Benjamin. Shut up, PBG the Prince. It's time to wild out. We don't need no time out. Hometown Thursdays. On the sheets we hide out. She hated when I slide out. Let's go. Let's go. I'm loving the way that I'm arching your back while I'm giving you all of these strokes. You loving the way that I'm getting it wet like Aaliyah. I can rock your boat. Let's wild out. Tune into the award-winning 101.7 The Truth this Saturday at 10 a.m. for another episode of Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Entrepreneurship Connection Show, powered by Molson Coors. Dr. Ken Harris will be joined by local entrepreneurs, community organizations to discuss the importance of advocating for black businesses and grants available for black businesses. Again, that is the Greater Milwaukee Urban League's Entrepreneurship Connection Show, powered by Molson Coors, this Saturday at 10 a.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Also, tune in to 101.7 The Truth Business Spotlight today at 3:57 between the Tory Lowe Show and The Truth in the Afternoon with Dr. Ken. We will be speaking with Ashley Lucas, VP and Business Lending Product Manager at Associated Bank, who will discuss how your business can best maximize social media to help your business grow. Again, that is the Business Spotlight with Associated Bank today at 3:57 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth. Joining me on the lines is Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. How you doing, Queen?
Hey, salute. What can I say?
Hey,
Happy Thursday.
Hey, look, we've been talking about AI and how it affects our community. And I'm going to ask you, how, if you're using AI, how are you using it? And what are you seeing out here with AI that used to be maybe a human job that maybe now is now AI?
I mean, everything, every aspect of our lives is being affected by AI and pushing the white supremacy mindset when it comes to, our everyday lives, especially black folks. Because we have to remember that, it was AI that denied 80% of black mortgage applications.
Oh, wow.
That was AI. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to remember that. And also how AI's biases against black folks is increasing when it comes to flagging us for hate speech on Facebook, Instagram. It was a study that was done about AI and how they learned and identified the vulnerabilities in human habits and behaviors, and they use that to influence how humans make decisions. You know what I'm saying? Like, AI been a problem because the people that's behind it is a problem. And just like the Truth Nation and you were saying about the AI dogs, if there's a racist behind the dog that has the control, the same thing about white supremacy is looking through the eyes of a white man or woman. This whole system is set up. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not telling us, the backdrop. They're the cause and effects for everything. Elon Musk had just put out this big announcement, or where him and some other tech giants was requesting a pause on all giant AI creations because they were saying the risk to human life.
Wow.
What's happening? Because it's getting so out of hand. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's no way. What we have to understand that things that are happening is happening on our watching because we're allowing it. When you go into a grocery store, because everything is so fast food killing us, you know what I'm saying? But me personally, I wouldn't give a damn if I had to wait an hour for a real cashier, because I'm not finna pay you for the groceries, ring it myself, and bag it my damn self. I'm not finna do it. That ain't my job. You understand? Like, so again, if you don't have patience, you're gonna pay the price, is the bottom line. And that's America's, they're pushing this convenience. But the catch-22. Anything fast don't never last long. You know what I'm saying? The world of human is just impatient, which causes other issues. You know what I'm saying? Like, we got to understand right now that we're not safe, especially in the Black community, at all, by no means necessary. And if anything has showed us how in danger we are when it comes to things like that, this pandemic that just passed, like you stated, where are the cards that you had to show?
Right.
When AI take these jobs, we just talked about yesterday how Social Security is about to be non-existent. And right now, even before AI took over, you had 80-year-old baggers because they can't make ends meet without having a damn job. So now you're working 40 hours a week. My daddy used to always tell me, a rich man pays for a poor man's time, and a poor man's time can never be given back. When it's gone, it's gone. So if you're working all the time, you can't man your household, meaning somebody else gonna man it. If you spending more time at work and your children spending more time at school, everybody programmed to lose. So the reality of it is, it's like, we definitely need to be having more conversations. We also need to understand the power that we have. If we don't engage, it don't happen. And no matter what, white supremacy gonna stand 10 toes down. Like Eddie calling in and trying to make a billion excuses for this white racist woman. And what Black folks need to understand in Truth Nation, I give a call out. Every time Eddie call in and say something ignorant about our business, we need to call in with a white fact on what it is Europeans have done, Italian, I don't give a damn. If you mark the white box, the atrocities that you have put upon all people, including your own people. Because the reality of it is, Tori, and it's as simple as this. Racism is a group idea. And so if all white folks or wasn't racist, it wouldn't even exist. Again, they have to participate for racism to be real. And even with AI, it shows you that racism is real because AI even have the white man bias.
Hey, look, Elizabeth Brown, when we come back, I want to get your final thoughts. Truth Nation. Stay locked in right here on Tory Lowe.
More of the Tory Lowe Show is next on 1017 The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Here at the new 1017 The Truth, we aim to be a staple in Milwaukee's Black community. We are committed to partnering with local organizations and supporting Black-owned businesses. We are proud to call Milwaukee our city and promise to be a positive reflection of our community. We look forward to celebrating Black culture and excellence with you every day as we make history and continue to uplift the voices in our city. Join us for the journey at the new 1017 The Truth, founded by American Family Insurance. Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the new 1017 The Truth. Here is Melanie Ricks with her truth.
What's good, Truth fam? It's Melanie Ricks here from Nothing But the Truth. And I really do have a very simple question to ask all of y'all today, which is, what brings you peace? What brings you happy? And what brings you joy? So yeah, that's kind of a 3-in-1, but really the questions are all one and the same. I think it is so important to remind yourself what it is that makes you happy, and whatever it is, do it. As far as we all know, we only get one life to live, so why not live it to your absolute potential? You are so important, you are so valuable, and you matter so much to this world. But it's so hard for you to live and be your full, true, authentic self if you aren't happy, if you aren't doing those things that make you happy, that get you excited to get out of bed every day, and that make you want to go and conquer the world. So whether that's trying new things, putting yourself in a different environment, surrounding yourself with the right people, or even just taking some time to be alone. Whatever it is that makes you happy, brings you peace, and brings about that feeling of gratitude and that reminder of just how precious not only life is, but how precious you are and how much you matter to this world. I think it is so important to fill this world with love and joy and positivity. And there's so much negativity that we see on a daily basis. Why not be the source of somebody's happy? Why not be the source of this world's goodness? All right, that's enough listening to me. Go make yourself happy. Love y'all.
Listen to Nothing But the Truth with Melanie Ricks, weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
Dear Hero, thank you for donating plasma. I recently moved off the reservation, which meant a lot of stress, and that set a spiral of attacks. I take the plasma injections bi-weekly, and I haven't had any attacks since trying it. It's just gone. Because of you, I feel amazing.
Giving equals living. Give plasma. Replenish the supply. Learn more at hhs.gov/giveplasma. Brought to you by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
This is the Tori Lowe Show on 1017 The Truth, The Truth app, and 1017thetruth.com.
Prodigy, cook it up, cook it up.
Brother Z, I like this.
1017 The Truth, Tori Lowe Show. DJ Brother Z on the 1 and 2. Joining me on the lines, Justice Wisconsin advocate and author Elizabeth Brown. Let me get your final thoughts on the show, Queen.
I mean, again, King, this racism, the bias, the people that's behind, that's creating these things, is destroying, humanity, as if we wasn't already doing enough by ourselves. But I mean, I just tell people, do your research. Quit allowing these individuals to use these platforms and have us thinking and projecting, changing our opinions and using our expressions to destroy us. I mean, it was a software developer named Jackie Alcine. I think that's how you pronounce his name, but he was a software developer, or he is. And he had Google to, categorize his photos. And the photos that had him and his black friends on was categorized in a folder called Gorillas. You understand? Again, if that's not racial profiling or racial bias, I don't know what it is. Wow. But again, nothing can be if we, the people, don't mess with it. You understand? It changes things. One thing about the Bud Light and individuals refusing to deal with them, it was a point being made that they wasn't going. They're not going to play about it. It's not going to be accepted. And we as the people have to understand our power and stop playing.
They said Anheuser-Busch got some threats over the boycott.
Shut the company down. Hey, come on.
They might run up on the company like they ran up on the Capitol.
Hey, and that's and they know they ain't playing. Okay, action speaks louder than words. They know what they capable of. Them they people. So.
Hey, look, I appreciate you for tapping in today, Elizabeth Brown. Hey, and as always, I appreciate you for being on these front lines.
Hey, salute, King. One love.
All right, DJ Brother Z.
All right, Tori Lowe for 1-4. Let's get it.
All right, Truth Nation. Thank you for tapping in to another powerful conversation. And look, I appreciate everybody for adding context to the show today. Join me tomorrow for another conversation. Dr. Ken Harris up next. Oh, and Dr. Umar Johnson is supposed to be stopping through tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
Hey everybody, it's Melanie Ricks here, and this is Making Your Money Work with Associated Bank, being joined today by Ashley Lucas, VP, Business Product Manager at Associated Bank. Ashley, how you doing today?
I'm doing awesome. What about you, Mel?
I'm doing really great, and I always love our conversations. I feel like I learned so much from you. And today we're going to be talking about how to market your business on social media, which is an extremely exciting topic. So let's just dive right in. First off, why is social media important for businesses?
Social media is such a great way for small businesses to get the word out about their business. A crazy statistic is that the average consumer spends about 1,300 hours on social media per year. So it's likely if you're marketing your business on social media, you're going to hit your target audience. On top of that, 81% of buyers are more likely to engage with a strong professional personal brand that they see on social media. And 76% of buyers feel more comfortable interacting with businesses on social media rather than calling a business or visiting in person. So social media is so important. And not only that, but a really cost-effective way to get the word out about your product or service.
So what are some things that small businesses in particular can do to be successful on social media?
So there are 3 things that are really important for any business on social media. Number 1 is going to be being visible. So create your profile and make it authentic about yourself. Tell your story, how you started your small business. Be personable. I know that when I'm on social media, I love to hear a story about why someone started and their passion. Something that seems really obvious but isn't always on a social media page is ensure that all of your crucial contact business information is on there. That includes your address, your phone number, ours website, any products and services that you have. You really want to make sure that you're telling the story about your business. So if there's somebody that has never heard of you before, they can get the idea of what you do. Build a network. Make sure you're inviting all of your family and friends and you're asking them to like and share your page. Join other social media platforms in your area. So if you have like a chamber or a website for your community, I know there's a lot of small businesses in Milwaukee pages. Make sure you're joining those and talking about your business there so you can get the word out. And lastly, be active. Share relevant content on any of the promotions that you're doing, promotion services, and also show that you're engaged in the community, whether you're at a local farmer's market or at a local chamber event. All of those are really important. And lastly, building relationships with other small businesses is going to be really important. Making sure that you realize you're all in this together, and if one is successful, you will be too.
I love that. Well, thank you so much. Some really, really great tips in utilizing social media and, of course, making your money work. And this was making your money work with Associated Bank. Thank you so much again to Ashley Lucas, VP Business Product Manager at Associated Bank. We appreciate you. And if you have any questions or want to learn more details, you can simply go to associatedbank.com.
Truth Nation, stand up and tap in. This is 101.7 FM